Hey guys, this week's episode of The Read is being brought to you by Amazon Music, the simplest way to listen to music that you love. Play millions of songs and thousands of curated playlists across all your devices, including iOS, Android, and voice-enabled Echo. You can try a free 30-day trial for new customers just by going to AmazonMusic.com. It renews automatically and you can cancel at any time. Let them know we sent you and let's move on.
Hey guys, today's episode is also brought to you by Squarespace. A dream is just a great idea that does not yet have a website, but you can make it a reality with Squarespace. They make it so easy to turn your idea into a unique site, and you can showcase your work, blog, or publish content, and even sell products and services of all kinds in just a few clicks, and there's nothing to install, patch, or upgrade ever. So head to squarespace.com for a free trial, and when you're ready to get started, use offer code READ to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. Have fun with Squarespace, make your dreams a reality, and let's start the show.
You, sir, are nothing but a low-down, carpet-bagging scallywag, and as God is my witness, I will never shampoo your hair again.
God damn it.
Oh, come on. Only one of them
I want to
talks
say
like that.
Blanche Devereaux.
That's definitely Blanche.
Well, I mean, you got me the last couple weeks with trickier ones, so all right. Thank you, God.
That's
Woo.
season 2. I don't remember the episode. It's the episode with the actor Patrick Vaughn. Pretty sure that's his name, who comes in to do like the play in the
the
community
play,
theater.
the play.
And he ended
episode.
up dating all three of them.
Yes,
behind their backs.
I remember. Yes,
And it all came out on the stage. That was one of my favorite lines because when she said, "I'll never shampoo your hair again," Dorothy said, "And another thing, you'll never what?" She's like complete like
Right.
bitch, you'll never.
Oh, great show.
Your trivia question this week.
Oh, I thought I was getting out of it.
Name all 4 of the Golden Girls' husbands.
You're trash.
It's not hard. Crystal.
Stanley.
That's one.
Okay, Blanche's husband was a hoe. He had that baby on her, and he showed up as a grown man later. And she
Yeah,
was
that's
like,
true.
"Nigga, what?
That
What was
sucked.
his name? Ah, fuck.
Starts with a G.
George.
That's George.
Sophia's husband. This I should know because that's Dorothy's daddy. It's something Italian as fuck.
It is.
God damn it.
Mm-hmm.
Rose is Charlie.
That's definitely right.
What letter does Sophia start with?
It starts with an S. She says it all the time.
She does. So, it's not Samuel. It's not.
It's a pretty Italian
It's
name.
right. I know it is. I keep thinking of Stefano, but that's Days of Our Lives.
I was going to do multiple choice, but that's too easy.
It is. No, and I don't want you to tell me. I'm going to be so pissed.
Yes, you are.
No, don't tell me. Italian male names.
Girl,
With
no, ma'am.
what is
It'll
it?
probably be the first thing that comes up.
No, these are
Maybe
all.
not. I
No,
don't
this
know.
is Sebastian.
Oh, is that an Italian name?
Well, see, this is just boy names. Fucking Google. It'll fail you sometimes.
And you know, it could be like an older name that's not popping anymore. You know what I'm saying?
Damn it.
Like names go out of generations, like Beulah and Margaret.
Salvatore!
Salvador, yes.
Salvadorius.
Salvador.
Salvatorio.
Salvador.
Salvador.
Yes.
God damn it. That was going to piss me off.
You fought through it. You found your way there.
Oh, amen.
Yes, George,
Glory.
Charlie, Stan, and Salvador.
It really wasn't that hard. You're right.
3 great men. Well, they all were kind of raggedy
Yeah,
in
they
their
were.
own
Well,
ways, but none as much as Stan.
Right.
Each of them had their raggedy moments. George had that baby on her.
Right.
Charlie did something like fucked up the money with the investments or whatever
Oh,
and
yeah.
had Rose lying to the girls
That's
because she
true.
didn't want them to be
Yep.
mad. Stanley was just all around trash and somehow was the only one that wasn't dead. And then, what the fuck did Salvador do? Oh, Salvador did some other
Salvador
shit, fucked
was
up their
always on some
investments.
shit.
Yeah, he was always on some shit. But he messed up some investments, and then Sophia blamed it on that guy that she ended up getting married to afterwards because he kept it a secret. I don't remember his name, but whatever. Clearly, I love the Golden
friend.
Girls. Yeah, remember?
Yeah, the
friend
episode
of the
where
family,
the friend came
and
back
she hated
and
him.
she was mad at him the whole time because she thought he did it.
Yes.
But it was Salvador the whole time, and he
kept it
took the
a
blame
secret.
so that their marriage wouldn't fall apart.
And next thing you know, they was in bed together. And Dorothy passed
That
out.
man won anyway.
That was actually going to be a part of I'll save that as another trivia question.
That's another good episode.
All right, so welcome back, everyone. I am Mason Ramsey.
And I am Tessa Thompson.
And this is The Read.
Who's Mason Ramsey?
Mason Ramsey is better known as the little yodeling Walmart.
Oh, is that who that is?
Yep.
I have not watched that video.
He's basically a human male Sandy Cheeks. He loves Hank Williams and was in Walmart singing down. I love him. I hope he gets signed.
God bless him.
I hope that he comes from a family of people that believe in equality across races, gender identity. Like,
you gotta say it now.
You have to, because he's Caucasian and loves country music. That's already like, I don't know.
A couple strikes against him.
We lift up,
so many
seemingly liberal, sensible white
all
people.
The time.
And then the next thing you know,
they just to fail us.
So you're not going to put
a
cowboy hat and boots on a little white boy. And I have to pray.
Well, I think I saw some tweet about him where somebody was like, "Yeah, I love that little white boy," till he come up with a video saying "nigga." And I think he tweeted them back and was like, "I would never do that. Black Lives Matter," or something like that. I don't remember. Right? So maybe he's not so bad, but I still haven't watched that video of him singing.
He sang down.
Okay. Well, maybe I'll look at it. Maybe I will.
So this week in Bloc Excellence,
okay.
Yeah, I don't know.
Whatever.
Sure,
I
don't
fine.
know.
No, it's fine.
So Black Excellence this week is going to Michael Brown, who is a young Black student from Houston who attended Lamar High School, where he earned a 4.68 GPA. This, along with a 1540 on SAT, 34 score on ACT.
Okay, not bad
has Michael Brown applied to 20 colleges and was accepted into all of them with full rides, along with I think another $260,000 scholarship that was outside of school applications or something like that. That's what I read.
Okay.
I don't know why I struggled to get through that number, but yes.
So not a scholarship through the school, an outside one.
Yeah, like outside scholarships besides the schools. But each school, including Harvard, Yale, Princeton, University of Pennsylvania, Stanford, Northwestern, Johns Hopkins, and 11 other top-rated colleges, all offered him full rides.
And no one offered me a full ride.
No one offered me a glance.
I barely got offered a spot at the school.
Hello?
Wow, yes.
So congratulations to him. We got one of those amazing reaction videos that we love so much when students get to see
so sweet
that they were accepted to the school of their choice or to multiple schools and stuff like that. So he has been lifted up from plenty of fellow students, reporters. I read Bill Clinton gave him a shout out. So
said when you get done with school, come holler at me about a job.
Hello.
Like, okay. Yes, sir. But isn't that the boy that the Fox News anchors with?
That's my read.
Oh, okay. Hooty-hoo.
So congratulations to him as well as Black Panther. So out here killing the game, destroying things, smacking and resinking the Titanic. It's like third highest grossing film in U.S. history or something like that.
Insane.
They lifted a ban on cinema in Saudi Arabia so the girls can go see this movie. What was it, like 38 years or something like that?
Yes, of no movie.
Like, what kind of shit is that?
They were like, wait a minute, Wakanda? Hold on, girl. Build an AMC. And build it now.
Now let's rethink this. Like, how many movies have come out in this long-ass time?
Really good-ass movies.
Like, very good films. But the girls were like, we demand Wakanda. I love.
Oh, I do too.
And I read that the Black Panther, like the home video and stuff like that, is supposed to be coming out May 8th.
Yeah.
Which is less than a month.
Right. I cannot. And it's still in theaters. You could still buy tickets.
Right. Like, I've been looking forward to this since before the movie came out. I was just like, I'm going to be able to watch this at home one day.
Ooh, I cannot wait.
And It seems like so soon, but I'm realizing like the movie came out a while ago.
No,
it's just
like
been
4
killing
months. Right.
ever since.
Right. It just won't go away.
Consistently been a topic of discussion.
So good.
I live.
Me too. So deserved.
So that's it for Black Excellence this week. We love y'all and we live y'all.
Yes, we love y'all for real.
This week in Hot Tops of Bottoms and Men. First and foremost, so rumor has it that Sheree Whitfield was chopped from the Real Housewives of Atlanta cast again. I watched the reunion of part 1.
That's all you need to watch. You don't need to watch the season.
I mean, we know this.
The reunion covers everything, and then you get the update. So you really do not need to watch. But
typically, I get through a season of Atlanta because that's one of the ones I'll watch. But this one, I was bored.
I watched it sporadically, but it was much more interesting, all put together as a one episode, wrap up kind of situation.
That's just the way to go.
I don't need 20 weeks of this, Andy.
So I'm not entirely sure what, it seems like a lot of the girls are pissed with one another these days, but...
Yeah, they are.
They're saying Sheree won't be coming back. I saw Portia tweeted karma with a peach. So I guess that shows me where her allegiances lie. Sheree, I guess in her response to the rumors, posted a photo on Instagram of herself in the sauna, all wrapped up in her towels with captions as #unbothered. RHOA with a painted nail emoji that is interestingly not given a race.
She used the yellow hand?
She used the gold hand.
She don't know what she's doing.
That's what I guessed. I assume that
she's
she
too
don't know
old to know how to change the color on the emoji.
I just took that.
Oh, bless it.
So unbothered.
Joggers. Later in September, probably. For spring, summer.
Spring, summer.
The way everybody looked at
athletic.
So Sheree, what's going on with She by Sheree?
Cringe worthy.
It was so bad. And it was like, girl.
But Andy is not shit because Andy will keep it going.
Right.
So what are the pieces? Is there a particular color scheme you're going for?
She even got on Candy's nerves. I'm like, girl, you can't piss Candy off.
Candy was like, I felt like Candy was trying to be like, here's what he's asking you.
Right. Right.
Trying to throw her a bone, no pun
she didn't understand either. Nobody
she just got frustrated.
Right.
Candy was
Sheree got mad
it's just not very clear. You're not clear.
Well, girl, clearly nobody knew what the fuck you was talking about.
Bitch, because we don't understand.
I asked you, what's up with She by Sheree, and you said joggers.
That is not how you answer that question.
Right. That sounds like you do not. If you were really putting out a line of athleisure, you would say, I've decided to switch lanes and focus on athleisure. Gonna have some hoodies,
that simple.
Some t-shirts, some joggers, things of that nature, windbreakers, etc.
Think like Ivy Park, but maybe like
looking to launch next year.
Ivy cul-de-sac.
Something like that. I mean, nobody believes She by Sheree will ever get off the ground or be sold online or in retail
None
locations.
of us care.
No one thinks that. But for you to be like joggers and then get mad
and then get frustrated that we don't know what you're talking about.
No, we're not asking what's your favorite form of exercise. We're saying, what's going on with your line of clothing?
Sheree, you got to have somebody teach you how to lie if you're going to lie.
Right.
Like, I don't even know what the problem would have been with saying, like, you know what? I'm not 100% sure what I'm going to be doing with She by Sheree, but I'm not done and I'll keep you posted.
Something that simple. Or, I'm not doing She by Sheree, Andy. You know good and damn well.
Right.
Like,
that would have been fair, too.
Right. But it was just Sheree.
Like...
And then to call herself the bone collector and talk about how it's like her job to carry around everybody's secrets and, sis.
Like you're completely okay with not having a storyline.
Right. Like so why are you, anybody can do that. All these bitches can carry around secrets and lie and be shady and spill random tea to each other. We don't need somebody who has nothing else to talk about other than that nigga you be cuddled up with on the phone. And I heard he's staying in prison another 4 years.
I heard that as well.
So now you really, Eddie said, listen, I'm not filming no more. You have a call from an inmate.
Hello? We're not interested.
Correctional officer. I'm not doing that no more, Sheree. You need to get a life or get off my show. Okay.
I also died when they were talking about Kenya's wedding or whatever. And I don't know how the question came up of like,
Sheree would do that.
Who's gonna get married next? And Sheree really was like, oh, like entertaining me. And of course, Kenya said, oh, you're gonna get married in the prison?
Because that's a real question, girl.
And Portia was like, let's just say it's gonna be me. Let's just go, like, damn. Is Portia even dating?
No. And she said, I'm not.
Flames.
Or no, she said she's in a relationship, but she's claiming marriage by the end of the year.
Oh, okay.
Which
she
is
did say
foolish.
that.
Which is just the Portia.
I mean, it's Portia.
Don't get started on that. But Sheree played herself by bringing up the topic of anybody's man or entertaining that idea at all. Like, why would you do that, especially with Kenya? Because Kenya is apparently really married. And so this... Like, she has a real man that she can see whenever she wants to. And he don't have to ask to call her first. And so, like, why would you play yourself? I just don't.
And all right, she ain't got to accept charges.
Right. She don't have to accept the charges. She ain't got to drive and go through security to see him. Girl, I mean, she gets to see him every day. He comes right home. They go out together.
Meanwhile, Tyrone is like, so the prison got Takis now?
I hate you.
If you could just spare a couple bucks.
Oh, well, I mean, I can't say Sheree will be missed.
Not by me.
Sheree has like this indescribable amount of pride.
It's silly.
Right. You holding on to appearances and wanting to seem so bougie and fancy, like you are just so elite, and it's like, for what? Right, for
like the whole thing with Chateau Sheree, like the house.
Why are you holding on to that
done.
house? Why though?
But all of this drama of like,
right.
Anyway,
and then when Portia was like, "Don't mess up this furniture because it's going back because the price tag was on the bottom of it."
Yes.
Like, I bet Sheree do buy furniture just to have it ready to tape, and then call them companies 2 days later, like, you can come get this.
You know who is high key worse, or maybe low key?
Who?
Do you watch Potomac?
Yes. And the new season of Potomac is pretty good. Oh, Karen's a fucking mess.
Like,
trying to act like she didn't know her husband owed the IRS all them millions of dollars.
Why did you call a press conference for all of these people to disclose your business that you were not going to disclose?
No, ma'am. No.
You didn't even have lies prepared.
Right. Potomac is low-key. It's pretty good this season. This season is starting off stronger than I thought it
camo bodysuit.
And moved far away from everybody else.
I'm tired.
Yeah. I don't know about Karen, one of them. You know what? I was going to say she old, but she and Sheree probably not that far apart in age.
I doubt it.
Yeah, that is just, Potomac's a mess in a different way.
It is a whole mess.
Sheree, at least that woman Karen is genuinely rich, or has been genuinely rich. Sheree has always just been fronting and trying to seem like she has so much more than what she really does. And it's like, girl, why do you have that big ass house and your youngest child just went off to college? Like, you did all of this for what? Why don't you sell that and go live somewhere reasonable and have a regular ass life? Get you a job. It's call centers hiring all the time. And be like, I'll never understand why y'all put yourselves through hell to impress randoms. Don't nobody care.
People that are going to shit on you anyway. Even if you built Chateau Sheree in a week and it was, it had diamonds in every window, somebody would have still been mad. Them bitches that don't like you would have still been mad.
Right.
Them bitches that don't like you would have still been
talking shit. People who don't like you are going to find a reason to not like you. So you might as well just live for your damn self.
Next up, so I really wasn't entertaining the rumors before. But now I am certain that Janelle Monáe is Stanley steaming.
I'm so glad you are finally...
the fuck out of Tessa Thompson. Okay.
I'm so glad
Tough
you are
on
finally
dirt,
listening.
gentle on carpet.
Wait.
I buy it now.
What is wrong with you?
At first, I thought it was just a cute little...
I've been trying to tell you.
Visual
the
thing.
Make Me Feel video should have been all the proof you needed.
Story.
But Janelle said, let me remove all layers of doubt as to what's going on over here.
Here's my new bop about puss.
It is about pussy.
I am
We're
wearing...
all dressed up like pussies.
Pussy pants.
Yeah, I'm doing it.
In the video.
You see them.
And using Tessa Thompson's head as the clitoris.
Yes, Tessa Thompson's head is my clitoris. There are shots of them, like, in one of them, it looks like Tessa is about to kiss Janelle. Like, they are that close, and she has her head turned. It's so obvious.
It is very much, this is a thing.
Right. And
I love it.
There are just the video is everything. There's so much going on there.
A lot.
I am so excited for Dirty Computer. I think she said it's coming out on the 28th. Bitch, I can't.
I love it.
Not wait.
Janelle Monáe albums always get me excited,
Right.
but these songs, the visuals for the songs
Yes.
have just been
So good.
above and
So
beyond.
good. Somebody
love
said it
this.
looked like a queer Solange video. Yes, the fuck
I see
it
that.
does.
I can see
Everything's
that.
pink, and it's just a bunch of different black
Lots of
women of
symbolism.
different colors. Yeah, and there's a lot going on in that video.
A lot.
There is a lot going on, and I am here for all of it. It's just
I also
gay.
love that Janelle went from like mind your business, I'm an android to okay, here's a little something.
Right.
Like I love when
Exactly.
artists like will address, you know, parts of themselves or things that people discuss in their own way on their own time,
Right.
especially in their art, rather than just being like, here's all my business and I'm going to explain it to you because I owe you.
Mhm.
No, like,
Right.
nah.
I'm just going to do whatever I want to do when I feel like doing it.
Yes.
And it's clearly working. And she is feeling a great deal of some kind of way towards Tessa Thompson
I can't wait to see them on red carpets together.
and them genitals. They are very much into each other.
I just can't wait to see them side by side on the carpet.
I love it so
sitting,
much.
like in award shows to buy. Ugh,
It's so good.
I'm here for
I'm
this.
so happy. I'm so happy, man.
I love it.
I did not think I needed to see it as much as I clearly did. So it just is everything. Janelle can do like almost no wrong as far as I'm concerned. I want to be in your next lesbian sleepover video, girl.
I see it.
Please call me.
I feel like this is going to be a thing that happens.
First of all, I would fit in. I see myself
Yeah.
in Janelle Monáe's work all the time. So it's just like...
honestly, if I were you, I would go through your email and see if you missed it. Because
like, clearly I missed the call to be in this video because
Mm-hmm.
I do not understand.
I see it.
It needs to happen. Yeah, it will one day.
Well,
It
I
will.
cannot wait to hear this album as well.
Yeah.
I live.
I think it's coming out the same day as is Infinity War on the 28th?
I think it's the 27th.
27th. I had to hurry up and get my tickets to that because it was almost sold out at the
Oh, yeah, I'm surprised you
the
got
theater. It was like... Right. It was like, bitch, no tickets left after like 4 p.m.
I'm
So
interested to see what you're going to think of that.
they told me M'Baku is in it.
He definitely is.
So I'll be watching.
Shuri's in there.
Sure. Okay, good. Also.
Okoye is in there.
Oh, okay. Yay, my girls.
Yeah.
T'Challa, obviously.
T'Challa obviously is in there as
Right.
well. So
Okay.
yeah, you're gonna get some Black Panther, but it's not.
I probably
going
won't
to be the
get
same.
most of it then. But, I mean, oh well. The fun part about going to the movies is having drinks and eating like chicken fingers.
That's it.
So
Whatever.
I'm going to have a good time regardless. Right.
course.
Okay.
All right. So we discussed Killer Mike last week, and I'm bringing him back up.
God, that was so funny. That was so funny. Whoa, shit, that was funny.
So first of all, okay, where was Joy Ann Reid?
She was getting ready for a photo shoot.
Okay, so she posted a photo on her Instagram looking delicious.
Mm-hmm.
And the caption says, "Is not to be outdone at Glam Lux and Cynthia, who rocked the H&M for our Elgin, it's probably Elgin, I'm sorry, Baylor shoot. Hashtag AMJoy, hashtag Glam Squad."
So clearly, like
if you,
it's hashtag Glam Squad. You literally, you zeroed in on rock the H&M and assumed she was wearing H&M.
but context.
Right. But had you just read the rest of the words before and after that, you would have figured out what she was talking about.
Like, you just wanted to get the heat off of you.
Right.
Because of this whole NRA thing,
Right.
which was just a bad decision, period.
and
so,
the other two women are in the picture.
right next,
There's like no ambiguity here unless you want it to be.
what? So, Killer Mike left a comment on Instagram and it says, "So me doing an interview about black gun ownership with the NRA is bad," in quotation marks.
It is bad,
which,
nigga.
Right. It
God
is.
damn.
But whatever. But you promoting a company that tagged a black child a monkey is good, cool, acceptable, also in quotations. Okay, check SMH niggas. He's obviously referencing H&M, the clothing store, and that whole bullshit that they did with that young black model, the little boy who had the coolest monkey in the
monkey
jungle
hoodie
on. Joanne responded to his comment and said, H&M stands for hair and makeup, Mike. The two women beside me in this pic did my hair, H, and makeup, M.
The fact that she put him in the
for a shoot, like,
took me down.
Like, just, like, follow me here.
Damn, that is the best.
The blouse I'm wearing is by Norris. Oh, I don't know how to say this. Norsol Ferrari, maybe?
Yeah, I don't know.
And I doubt you can buy it at the retail chain you're thinking of. I got it from the designer via a stylist. And here I was thinking you were an intellectual. Me too, sis.
Woo.
And not just the guy who hangs out in the sunken place talking guns with the NRA's official black guy who literally changed his last name to Black. Also, who starts a feud in Instagram comments? Is your Twitter account locked?
You know.
I mean, he, like, gave, like, a fake... I'm not even going to say fake, but he came back afterwards and said, so egg on my face, and I'm happy that the convo on black gun ownership will happen. Thank you for getting me together. He also put getting me together in quotes and tagged Joanne on H&M and making sure this important convo can be had, blah, 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 blah. Like,
but she did get you together. That's not like...
Right, again, like, you're not using these...
Why are you using these quotes this way? She really did get you together.
That's what happened.
And you deserved it for, first of all, coming at her completely out of nowhere, being as wrong as you were.
And loud.
And all you had to do was you were in such a rush to drag her, you didn't bother to make sure you were right. That's where you fucked up.
That's where you fucked up.
And then to disrespect her by being like, niggas. Like,
right.
Don't do Joanne Reed like that. Now, she does not play in internet nigga games the way the rest of y'all do. She does not. That woman is a political analyst, and she does a damn good job at it. So let's not play like she's one of these internet personalities who just be going around saying shit to ruffle people's feathers. So I was just like, you were deliberately as disrespectful as you could be, like, without calling her a bitch, and then was wrong as fuck on top of it.
Like, super wrong.
I know he called in the Breakfast Club to claim his donkey of the day. Even Charlamagne was like, I mean, bruh, like...
That was dumb.
That was really stupid, nigga.
And hot off of the fucking ass of the last dumb thing you did.
Right. It's hashtag Glam Squad. It's right there in the caption. Like, I saw men on Twitter being like, oh, she did those initials, because, you know, I don't know what acronyms are. But look, she did that just to piss you off and just to try to mislead. No.
People do that all the time.
And even if you don't, a lot of people were like, well, anybody who works in the industry knows what that is. But even if you don't work in the industry, context clues will tell you that if she's hashtagging it Glam Squad and talking about who did her makeup and who did her hair, then H&M probably stands for those things. Like, why would it stand for, in the context of the sentence, H&M being the company does not make sense. So why? Niggas do not read. They really don't.
They do not read.
They do not read.
Damn.
Killer Mike is just...
what a disappointment.
Right. That is just really disappointing that he is that way. But I just don't really have high expectations for most people these days, much less male celebrities. So just gotta let go and let God.
Sounds like using your sense.
You got gathered, sir.
So Cardi B's album is out. It's already gold. It seemed to be received mostly really well. I haven't really heard anybody say anything bad about it.
Yeah, I think everybody is ready for summertime and hoe anthems and, you know, cutting up, especially because this winter will not die. So everybody is just very ready for the season that Cardi B's music is going to bring. Rooftops and margaritas and being on the beach and just having a good old hoe-ass time. So, I see that, and I feel that way about most of the album. I don't like the slower songs.
Right.
I don't care about the ones where she's talking about niggas doing her wrong or whatever, because that just means nothing to me. But the rest of them, like, I bop to, and I find them enjoyable.
I really enjoy... It's 13 songs. I really enjoy 3 of them. 3 of them I will listen to on purpose because I really want to hear them. I heavily dislike 2.
Mm-hmm.
That is okay. The 3 I like is Get Up 10, Big and Head, and I Do.
The 2 I really like are Bickenhead and Moneybag.
Moneybag is cute.
Moneybag is pretty good.
But those other 3 are my favorite.
Okay.
I hate Through Your Phone.
Hate Through Your Phone.
I
still do not like Be Careful.
And that's the other one. Those are the 2 that I
do not like those at all. And that one with Kalani can go too.
And you know what? Oddly enough, I don't mind it. Like, though, besides the ones I just named, all the other songs on there, if they were on, I wouldn't care. But I wouldn't go out of my way to listen to them.
Yeah, I'm not automatically gonna turn that song off, but I don't. It can go. that's just how I feel about it.
I was surprised I didn't like it.
And I like Get Up 10. I felt like Get Up 10 was motivational in a way that I be needing to hear sometimes. Like, yes, bitch, I've been knocked down.
Why not have a Dreams and Nightmares for Ladies? You know, here's the thing.
Yes, come on, Meek.
And that was the one song I had been waiting for forever, because I remember she was in the studio recording that song and maybe she got on Instagram Live or something and played some of it. And I was like, this bitch is about to make a female Dreams and Nightmares. And I have been waiting for that since then. And it's the first song. So the thing about Cardi B and this album is that I feel like it is very clearly a great investment. Her people know what the fuck they're doing. The fact that Dreams and Nightmares is an old ass song. Well, it's not that old, but it's been around and out for years now. I have never been in a club or party atmosphere where they play that song and motherfuckers don't act like it just came out.
Right.
Ever.
Right.
So somebody recognized that and said, here, you're going to have one of those. Okay. This song with Bad Bunny and J Balvin, that sample.
Oh, yeah.
Duh. The Project Pat sample.
Nigga.
Duh.
It's so good.
Like, the people making the choices behind here, I think the strongest thing about her album is that it knows its lane and it's not trying to do too much. Like, this is, besides having her sing on 2 of them.
Yeah. But, because, when, we're not all able to do all things.
It's okay.
Yeah, it is. It's just fine.
But definitely like a great first album. I'm still continuously being impressed.
Yeah, overall, I do not dislike it strongly other than those 2 that Through My Phone and Be Careful. I really cannot stand.
Do not care.
But most of it is very listenable and ho-ish and puts me like in a partying type of mood. Yeah. So I'm happy for her. It's just too bad because Nice for What came out that same damn day.
The very next.
The same night. It just... I feel like Drake gave her until sunset and then was like, it's my turn now.
Yes, okay.
So I'm just going to go ahead and take that #1 spot on Apple Music. Thank you so much. But congratulations, though.
I mean, Big Frida. X Factor
My
sample.
heart. It's Big Frida. It's Bounce. It's right. The Lauryn Hill sample. The video is all these bad bitches. Issa Rae's in that bitch. Tracy Ellis Ross. Shuri. Yara Shahidi. Like,
why do you keep calling her Shuri?
That's because she was just, I don't know. I'm sorry. Letitia, I'm sorry, girl. But Shuri's in the video as
Misty
well.
Copeland.
Some white women I don't know. But it's like...
Okay.
I love the video.
I think Olivia Wilde is gorgeous.
I'm going to have to Google who she
was the very first person I think you see. The first white woman who was dancing in the ballroom.
Okay, I wasn't paying attention because I thought she was just decoration. And it wasn't until she stayed on camera that I was like, oh, she's famous.
Yeah. I've always thought that she's very, very pretty.
Okay.
I was like, she's one of those white girl crushes that Drake just has. Because I felt like in like the scheme of like all of the women that were in there, Olivia Wilde and Emma Roberts seemed so random. And whoever was driving that go-kart. So
is Emma Roberts Hermione? No, that's Emma Watson.
Emma Roberts is Julia Roberts' niece.
Oh, goddamn, she got her Annie's mouth, don't she? Oh, wait, the lower half of her face just looked just like that lady. Okay.
They just, both lovely women, and I don't have an issue with either one of them. But I felt like those were so random to me. But But that video smacked me.
The video's so good.
The song smacked me.
I have played that song probably 300 times.
And I went through. The funny thing is, I was on Twitter, and I've been like paying attention to Twitter again.
Look
lately.
at you, trying to be social.
And I said, you know what? I don't remember what tweet or something I saw about some rapper child of today that I don't know, never had heard of. And I said, I'm going to go and like binge all of these new rapping children that are coming out of nowhere. It's just, I don't feel like being an auntie this early. I'm only 30. I feel like I need to know
I don't mind it. I don't mind at all.
I don't either. It was a mistake. I went to like...
Look at you regretting it.
Vulture has like an article that says like everything you need to know about today's SoundCloud rappers, something like that. And it's literally like a huge list of all of these rappers.
Great.
Little Diamond Tap.
2018 SoundCloud Rappers Guide. Wow.
Young Excedrin and all of the children.
Oh, all these white boys with tattoos on their faces.
Most of them look like Chucky to me. A lot of them are like very hideous. Very, very hideous. And the music sounds the same.
Yeah.
There's no real talent. And a lot of the beats aren't even that great in comparison to many of the other trap beats that are out today. They're just like good enough, if you know what I'm saying.
They're all Lil Somebody.
Or YBN. I asked Twitter if that was a house. They said kind of.
Wait, it really is?
I mean, I guess like ASAP.
Oh, right. But what does YBN stand for?
No clue.
Young bougie niggas? Maybe.
I don't know.
Who knows? Lil WAP?
I know that there's one named...
Lil Skies. Somebody's name is Lil Skies.
Mm-hmm.
Lil Pump, Lil Xan.
Little
My
Xan.
God.
Who else did I hear? Smoke Perp is one.
Tekashi 6. I've heard it.
Yeah,
Tekashi
6ix9ine. I keep hearing about.
XX something.
That's the Tentacion one that hits girls.
Yeah, fuck him.
Well, most of them, honestly, the other thing about the Vulture thing that was like funny and not so funny is that each of them has like a part under their name that says like worst scandal or controversy.
Oh yeah.
It's like almost all of them
They're
have
all pretty bad.
some fuck shit.
Right.
So yeah, a lot of them are like, either very violent. Some of them are like pedophiles, I hear.
Oh, well, damn.
Or just, a lot of them are really terrible.
God damn. This is just...
But nothing I heard, like, stood out to me.
Tay K is currently awaiting trial for capital murder and aggravated robbery charges. Right. He's 17 years old. That's not funny.
That is insane.
Damn.
So I didn't really hear anything that like sounded good anyway.
Oh, YBN Namir. So it is like a house.
Yes. Okay. So like not too long after that was Black China's Foster Child.
YBN
And that was the last
Almighty
one
J?
I listened to.
No, Young Bands.
No, YBN. I think Almighty J is Black China's child.
Is it?
That's the one she be babysitting.
Well, this look like a white...
Is he the one that looks like the little...
YBN stands for Young Boss Nigga.
Oh, I should have guessed.
Of course, it's not bougie.
But anyway...
What the hell? This is just kids with guns.
Right.
Oh, that is that little boy trying to be babysitting. He looks like a child.
He looks
Why
13.
are they all just holding guns? Oh my! Oh, I am an auntie because I really sound like one.
Same. Like,
what are y'all doing with these guns?
I stopped
in this video
right there. Like I clicked out right. That was where I stopped.
Oh,
and
God,
literally like 3 minutes later, Nice for What came out. I was like, thanks, Drake.
Woo, something else, Lord.
Not only is it a bop with samples that I love from artists I love. This is a song uplifting women and saying basically what we say on this show every week, which is niggas are not worth you being kind to their motherfucking monkey asses. No way. Pipe up on these niggas.
I have never, ever identified with a Drake song the way I have this one. Never. Not even Girls Love Beyonce.
And both of these videos, this video and the God's Plan video, are like my two favorite Drake videos so far, and they're both directed by the same woman.
Right, and I think she's only like 22 or 23 years old. So
she needs to be his visual 40.
Right, she needs to just go ahead and do all of it.
All of his stuff.
But it's just so the lyrics spoke to me deep in my heart. It was like Drake is literally like looking at my life, talking about, I know you ain't let loose in a long time, girl. I know you like to stay at home and not do shit. I'm like, God damn it, Drake. Do you see me right now, nigga? It's just so good. So
I love it.
I felt for Cardi. I felt genuinely sorry for her when Carly Hustle tweeted. Cardi is at like 2, 3, 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13 on Apple Music, but not 1. Because of that goddamn Drake.
And Drake is, an Apple Music guy.
I mean, he is, and he's also a much bigger artist, much more established. So if he drops a single out of nowhere, it is going to go to number 1 because he's Drake. But, I mean, I do feel...
I also believe he wrote it.
I feel for Cardi because, maybe she gave a fuck about that moment and maybe she didn't. But
I mean, I've been going back and forth listening to both. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I've been going back and forth listening to Bickenhead, Moneybags, and Nice for What. I listen to the rest of Cardi's album, sporadically, but those are the standouts. But Nice for What I have literally played like no fewer than 150 times.
I'm probably right up there.
So
with
obsessed.
You, to be honest with
I
you.
feel like when I hear it in the club, I'm gonna know all the words, and I'm gonna go off. It's gonna be like Rake It Up. You remember how I felt about Rake It Up?
That was funny.
That's my fucking song.
I honestly listened to this song at least 3 or 4 times before I even realized there was a video. And then I watched the video like at least 10 times.
Right.
And I would just go back and forth. Like,
just to see Issa at
Drake.
that table full of white men.
Yelling at them.
I do this.
And then that...
so good. It's so good.
Yara with her Harvard hoodie on. Tracy out there in that glittery fucking bodysuit, that jumpsuit, and her hair, and she's doing her cute dance and looking like her mama.
Right. And you know how Drake feels about Tracy Ellis Ross. You know how he feels. They probably had to tell him, now look, this lady is a professional. She is probably old enough to be his mama. I don't know. But just like, but maybe not. Well, how old is Drake? I'm thinking Drake is way younger than what he is. Yeah, never mind. Anyway, like, you act like you have some fucking sense when this lady gets on set. And don't be drooling around after her. Right. You know how he feels.
He
it's just so good.
Her trailer had like 30 dozen like white roses.
You know it did. Oh, you know he did the most.
Yeah.
Oh, they probably got good. Oh, them lint truffles. They probably got lint truffles. I'm obsessed with those.
Ooh, they probably got lint truffles.
They so good.
They probably did.
They probably did.
Oh, Cardi also officially revealed her pregnancy on SNL, which was a good episode.
It was. The Black Jeopardy was great.
All white people are caring now. Across genders.
All of you are caring.
Like, everyone's caring.
Because y'all don't say it's your fault.
Yeah, so she showed off her little belly bump.
Very adorable.
Finally, yes, she looks cute. And she went on Hot 97 and addressed people saying that she got pregnant too soon by saying, why can't I have both? Why do I have to choose a family or a career? I'm not 16, 17, 20 years old. I'm 25 years old, which I didn't realize she was only 25. And I'm going to say this in the most humblest way. Right. I'm a millionaire. I'm established. I'm getting married. Everyone want to joke around, oh, you're the 4th baby mama, this and that, but I'm getting married. And even if, God forbid, we don't, my man is a great father to his kids, so I'll never lose. I'm not having a baby by a deadbeat. Fair enough.
It is fair enough. Now, I don't know that Offset is a good father. I feel like we might have different definitions of good father, but I am certainly happy for Cardi, and if she is happy to be pregnant, then I'm happy she is pregnant, and I wish her nothing but the best. And she's right. If she wants to do both, she absolutely can. Like, people are probably concerned about you because it's going to be hard to have a baby and a career, but it's hard for everybody who has a baby and a career. So
I'm thinking more about how difficult it's going to be to do everything that she needs to do right now with this new album while being pregnant.
Right.
Not so much.
It just seems like you're super busy right now.
Right.
And have a lot to do.
Your first album is out.
Ultra pregnant.
You got like promo to do, probably a million photo shoots, videos, niggas calling about remixes, all of this and all of that. Mm-hmm. And like, that's enough stress on top of your first baby and all of this stuff. Like, I'm more like, girl, I just hope everything is all good over there.
Yeah, I hope that
don't drive you crazy.
Because I feel like, Cardi, we say a lot, oh, she's rich, she'll be fine, which is, pretty much true. When you have money, most of your problems can be taken care of pretty easily. But I hope she is taking care of herself in a real way. Like, I hope she has a therapist or is looking for somebody that she can talk to about,
That's real.
this very sudden rise to fame and all this attention and all this money and everybody talking about you and being pregnant and all these things that you may have dealt with in your life. Like, I hope she has a qualified mental health professional in her life and that she feels supported by the people around her. I hope her man stops being a dumbass and quits like doing shit that would stress anybody out. I hope that for her. Didn't he just have a baby like 2 months ago?
Yeah, I heard he'd had a baby not too long ago.
So, see, I'm not sure. Less of that in Cardi's life and more like love and support and helping her to achieve her dreams and be happy.
No shade, and you're 1,000% right. But that seems like the type of nigga that Cardi B was set up for anyway.
I mean,
you know what I'm saying? Like,
she did
in the hood,
say if he ain't been in jail, I don't want him.
I like niggas that been in and out of jail.
Right. Like, she did say. So maybe she just
that seems like something that she's prepared for in terms of niggas being niggas or whatever. Yes, I would hope that, especially if they're going to get married, that he acts like he's got some goddamn sense. And at least you got your own bag, so you don't have to worry about that motherfucker.
Right, and that is a huge relief.
Huge.
You don't have to depend on no man for nothing. That is so big. That is
your
so
baby
major.
Will be taken care of. Regardless.
Right.
But yeah, you're right. I hope that she does have like a qualified therapist in her life that can talk her through that type of mental foolishness that's going to be going through her. And I hope she also has peers that are honest and good-hearted in her life. It could be like, this is how this bullshit goes, and this is what you're probably gonna do and what you shouldn't do, and et cetera, et cetera. So,
go
there's
Cardi.
That. Also, surprise, surprise, Nicki Minaj, by the time you're listening to this, might already be back. Today's the day.
That girl.
I knew it.
That single cover, whatever it is, it's bad.
Which one?
The Chun-Li.
I love it.
The Asians got to be coming for her soon. They can't let this rock for too much longer.
I love it.
No, I do not. I do not. And whatever that get up was she had on,
I love it.
It's so bad. But we'll see what the music sounds like. We will see what the music sounds like.
So she's got 2 new songs coming out. One is called Chun-Li, where she's got these I'm gonna leave that alone.
I just feel like it's wrong for you to dress yourself in this way and put Chun-Li on it. I really do. I feel like the Asians have a valid point if they're mad at you for that.
Let us know how you're feeling. I'm curious. Because I really didn't.
They're probably like, Nicki, what? Nicki did what? They probably didn't even know.
I'm just thinking of, like, at least you did the buns like the Street Fighter character.
Right. But like, you could have.
But you're not.
You could just have not. And that, right, because you're not Asian. But, I don't know how. I'm not going to try to speak for Asians.
I don't know how to feel about that. Yeah. I just loved it because I'm gay and look at this fancy over her puss and this coat is lit and the jewelry and the earrings and her
God.
and this is like one of the better wigs.
Okay, well.
Did you see the wig she was wearing at the game?
Yes, I did see that. That whole outfit, I was just like, what are you doing?
It looked like you, like, this. Why would you wear this to a basketball game?
What do you have on? Right. It was just so much. No, I did not like it.
But this is like her first little step out. Like moment. So she was like, I'm gonna fuck the girls up. I liked the outfit. I was just confused as to why she would wear that to a basketball game. It seems like it would be uncomfortable.
I've liked our Nicki free season, honestly. I've liked not even just speaking musically, but just her not being on Instagram constantly, or not, at least me not hearing about her being on Instagram all the time and not always talking about somebody else. It's been nice for Nicki to be wherever she's been at. So
absence makes the heart grow fonder.
It does. And like I said, I'm still, of course, it's Nicki. I'm still going to listen to whatever it is she puts out, but I don't think I have high hopes based off this cover. Chun-Li, I just don't.
I expect
a bunch of racist references. Something about her hair.
I was thinking that she was probably just going to reference like kicking bitches or something, the way that Chun-Li kicks bitches in the game. That's the first thing that came to my mind. But I don't know.
Maybe.
I don't know.
We'll see.
I have no idea. But the one that I'm more concerned about how it's going to sound is this Barbie Tings. Tings makes me wonder what I'm going to have. Like, I don't know. All of these girls behind her on the cover look like Teddy Perkins from Atlanta. I don't like it.
Oh, yeah, I don't like that cover either.
It's like,
I forgot about that one until you just described it. So neither of those songs is out. She's just releasing the artwork.
Yeah, she released the artwork I guess it would be Tuesday or Monday. She released it this week after teasing people on Instagram and on social media. I didn't even catch any of that. Okay. But the song officially comes out Thursday, which would be now, I think at like, I don't know, someday. She's doing Zane Lowe and whatever else.
Of course.
So... yeah, I hope that they sound great. I'm really excited to hear them and things like that. Yeah, I hope it doesn't turn into, the Asian community against Nicki. I didn't even think about that, to be honest with you, but fair.
Wow.
I really did.
The first thing I thought. I was like, oh, sis, what are you doing?
The first thing I thought of is, like, she's got the buns like Chun-Li, and she's probably going to make a bunch of kicking references. I didn't even think
that is probably as far as it will go, so...
I hope so.
All right.
You don't want to come back and have to deal with that immediately. But yay, music. All right. Do you want to? I don't know who Sabrina Claudio is, to be honest with you.
I've seen a lot of people talk about how great her music was, but I never checked it out. And then they were like, oh, she's been racist against black women for a long time. And then I was like, okay, I'm never going to find out who she is.
Yeah, I literally heard about her the same time that this thing
right.
I had to ask you who she was.
I'm not going to. I don't know anything about Sabrina Claudio.
But she's a white Latina girl from Miami who, surprisingly enough, had a whole bunch of bullshit to say about black women and Afro-Latino women.
Where have we heard this story before? Where have we heard this story?
So I don't need to hear anything from you. Fuck you, and you can choke on your apology. There. I'm glad I never heard of you in the first place. Because what I kept hearing was that black people, especially black women, were like her biggest fan base.
Right.
And loved her and her R&B, sound and all of that other stuff. I never even got to come over and hear what you sounded like, girl.
I never even got the chance to give you a chance, girl, because you ended it before it could start. It just is what Sean, they want to be us and they hate us at the same damn time.
Not shocked.
Sis, this is our music. You realize that? This is our shit. What are you doing?
Always using your white skin and whiteness.
No, girl.
To get whatever privilege you can and go out of your way.
I won't be bothered.
To shit on. But I'm talking about like my experience specifically growing up in Miami and seeing this type of shit from men and women.
Well,
in the Latinx community.
Come on, Latinx.
So... I'm not shocked. Once I read, Miami Latina singer, younger, was like, okay, Veronica Vega and the rest of the bitches.
Right. This is Veronica Vega and Amara Negra all over again.
And as soon as you call them racist, they be like, oh, I'm not white.
We're like, first of all, are you sure? And secondly, anti-blackness is global. You know good and damn well whether or not you grew up in a household that did not rock with black people or did not respect them the way they do everybody else. You know that. You could lie to yourself all you want to, but your actions say otherwise. So you could, whoever Sabrina Claudio is, she can keep it because I'm never going to give a fuck.
Not interested.
Oh, well, girl.
Bye. You can piss right off. Last but not least, I would like to make a request to lift the Kardashian ban.
No, the fuck.
Just for today.
You know what? Access granted.
Thanks.
We can do it today. Because if this story is true, it's funny as fuck.
So, Tristan Thompson might no longer be engaged.
Were they engaged?
At least expecting a baby.
Right.
With Khloe Kardashian, who has been parading him around all over the place ever since she took him from, I don't want to say took him. That's not, ever since she scooped him up from.
Ever since he left his pregnant baby mama to be with her.
Correct.
Yes.
More on that later. I don't know how long it's been. I feel like less than a year. It couldn't have been. It doesn't feel like it's been that long.
I don't pay attention.
I
really don't know.
Not possibly tell you.
I could not tell you.
Don't know. But yeah, yesterday there was some spiciness happening on the gram and the other apps after photos and some video had come out of maybe this week or last week. Tristan in some club somewhere, allegedly kissing another girl.
Lord.
That photo, if I'm thinking of the right one, it was kind of hard to see if he was really kissing her or not. But I just assumed, nigga, probably.
He is, right.
But then the girl said, oh, well, if that left you with doubt, here's some other things from last year in October when Tristan was in D.C. and it was like a team of hoes, like 3 bitches in VIP.
Yes.
All sharing.
And that video was so gross.
I was like, I don't have any.
Are we really kissing bitches down in the club like this?
They were rubbing his.
Yeah,
groin.
it was. Yes.
One of them grabbed
pushing
his head
face
and pushed it right
in her
cleavage.
titties.
They were high-fiving each other. I was like,
damn,
where do I get these friends?
Hey,
like,
you know
I don't
he's
have any,
loving it.
I don't have any friends I hoe with, like, as a unit.
No, I'm not part of a hoe tag team. I'm not.
They were like,
that would be so uncomfortable for me.
Score! Anyway, and then there were also photos of him at like the Four Seasons, I feel like this past week with some other girl. And
yeah.
Chloe's supposed to be giving birth anytime soon or some shit like that.
Allegedly.
I didn't even know she even lives in Cleveland. So this means that he plays for the Cavaliers?
Look at you. Come on, context.
So he on the same team as LeBron?
Yes,
Is LeBron still playing?
yes, he does. He is on the same team as LeBron.
Oh, I would
and
love
the
to hear what
playoffs
that
are
locker room.
finna start. So this timing of this could not be more catastrophic.
I really would love to hear like the locker room banter.
I'm sure it was the same as when the Keeping Up with the Kardashian cameras was coming around like, nigga, all right, nigga, you about to get fucked right on over. Like, it's just a matter of time fucking around with that family, fucking around with that girl. Like, Khloe Kardashian already has a track history with athletes anyway, basketball players. So it's just like,
I don't know.
You were just okay, this is a valid, but you were just the next one on the list, and some drama and mayhem is certainly coming in your direction. Now, Tristan Thompson's actions are probably more responsible for that than Kardashian pussy, because again, he's the one who did this. He's the one on camera kissing other people and walking into a hotel room. But
like,
I saw a tweet that said that footage is from October and TMZ has been holding it ever since. Which, right, I'm like, so if they holding on something, sitting on something that's 6 or 7 months old, if that's even true, there's like, why would you wait until now when this girl is like allegedly due to give birth at any moment, if she even is really pregnant, which I also don't know that I believe.
Maybe they didn't receive their monthly payment.
Perhaps, or maybe it's all Kris Jenner's master plan to ruin that nigga's life.
Probably.
Because how dare you not want to be with my daughter no more, or anything. I don't know. Who knows? It could be a million different things, because you never know with a family that has sold themselves on having fake personalities and storylines and bullshit like that. You never know what's real or not with them, because everything about them is like channeled back through that damn show, which is not real. So I just never... Anytime something crazy happens with somebody in that family, I automatically think Kris Jenner is gearing up for next season, or Kris Jenner is creating storylines. Like, she's Mona Scott. When something happens with randos who are on Love and Hip Hop, I'll be like, Mona is back in the lab cooking something up to make you niggas look stupid. Like, that's how I look at it. So I don't even know that I believe too much of the story.
Here's my theory.
Okay.
Because the baby mama that Tristan left hopped on Instagram and on her story posted this. It says, if you respect yourself and you respect others, you would never make light of the misfortune of anyone, nor would you feel indemnified when it comes at the expense of others. Wishing peace for everyone. Heart emoji.
Wow.
And I've, again, not really paid much attention to it. I'm just figuring out what her name is today. But from what I heard after all this whole thing was going on, she has not said anything about her, about Khloe, about him, not spoken negatively, had her baby, and, living her mother's life. And that's that. My theory, this is just me guessing.
Okay.
I feel like they bought that nigga. I honestly feel
what is wrong with you? Like an auction? Like, Get Out?
Mama got a severance package. I think Kris swooped in and was like, we have been watching the games and we'd like to make you an offer for your nigga. The baby will be taken care of, obviously.
Oh my God.
And, how much to never see this nigga again?
You know what?
Like, I really... And so...
Maybe so.
Because,
Because why else would you be that cool over your baby daddy not being with you during pregnancy of all times in your life, and then going off to have a very public relationship with this white bitch who acting like he don't have a baby, talking about we excited to start a family and shit. Like, well, girl, he already has a family, so that is something else entirely. But like, I don't understand why you would be so cool and diplomatic about it unless the Kardashians had wrote you a big ass check. Like, that has to be it.
How much do you want?
How much for you to never, ever, ever get on Instagram and say something bad about us? You know what? That makes sense.
And that smooth move in itself was like, oh, this nigga, I can do whatever the fuck I want to. This shit ain't real anyway. I mean,
we all know he don't like hanging around pregnant women, so I can't believe she didn't see this coming, right?
Don't like
It's no way that you met him and started dating him when he had a baby on the way, and now you shocked that the exact same thing is happening to you.
He has like a pregnant belly phobia.
All of a year later. As soon as you start showing, he'd be like, whoa, what is that?
I don't like it.
There's something in you. I don't like that. What is, oh my God.
Alien.
Alien.
Don't like it.
Oh God, it's moving. Get it away.
Stretching.
Oh man, what a mess.
Yeah, I kind of believe what you're saying. I do think that, they have destroyed many a nigga who didn't play by the rules. Mm-hmm. And this could be the beginning of that.
I feel like they slipped some crack back in Lamar's food or something once it looked like he was doing well.
That's
they
possible.
were like, no, fuck that.
I don't put anything above anybody.
It's just really difficult for me to feel empathy for Khloe Kardashian because of the circumstances surrounding this situation.
Don't care.
I just really can... I would be on just about any other pregnant person's side. But
nope.
Girl, what did you expect?
Obviously, I hope you have a healthy baby, but...
I mean, well, yeah, your baby ain't got nothing to do with your dumbass decisions, your dumbass
And I'll never forget what you and that other nigga did to Trina, so...
Right. And you did it to Trina, too.
So, fuck you for
it. Well, Chloe's too old for this. Chloe's 33 fucking years old, so... And
the girls were like, oh, Chloe should have seen this coming. Chloe had to know that he was going to do this. I mean, look at him and all this stuff, which is like fair. But
he's 6'9".
Is he?
Yes.
My God.
This dick probably 3'4".
Shit.
Right.
Chloe's like a fresh 6'4" too, so.
Right. So that's probably why she dates NBA players, so she can be taller than her boyfriends.
I mean, but they all do.
I mean, well... No, Kim liked NFL players. Well, Kim just liked athletes.
That nigga that she dated before, homeboy, that
Chris
she was married to?
But she was also with Reggie Bush.
Oh, yeah.
That was
golden age.
She should have kept that Reggie Bush era face. That was a good face. That was one of her most natural...
I thought you were going to say she should have kept Reggie Bush.
Oh, no, she couldn't keep Reggie Bush.
Reggie Bush kept her.
Reggie Bush kept on cheating. Reggie Bush was like, I'm not going to stop cheating. And then he got a wife that looked just like her and started cheating on her, too.
Did he?
Hell yeah, he did.
Oh, my God.
Hell yeah, he did. Reggie Bush is never going to stop cheating, girl. I feel like, you know what? This is probably very naive of me, but I don't think Kanye cheats on her. I really don't.
I don't think that Kanye cheats on her either.
I think Kanye falls in line with their family.
I think he is obsessed with his wife and with that family. And he is like
an unhealthy fixation, probably. Just trying to compensate because could not have the one he really wanted.
I have been surprised by niggas. Like, I have literally seen people in relationships, gay, straight, and otherwise, and be like, he's not the type. Oh, he's so in love.
Oh, no.
Oh, he's so good to her, though. Oh, da-da-da-da. And then face crack.
And they will so, shock you every time.
If I can't put it past them niggas, I damn sure, I guess, should. I don't know.
I just really don't get that feeling. He might be. Of course, anybody's capable, but... Right. I just don't really get that feeling, but Chloe will be fine, whatever.
I mean, of course she'll be fucking fine.
I don't care.
Nobody cares.
Right.
Bitch, please.
I don't care. What did you expect? You literally were in this situation like last year. You were the on the other side of it last year. So,
but the girls be thinking like, oh no, it would never be me.
I don't understand that. How could it never be you?
Because I'm the golden age. I'm the golden goose.
You're not. You are not.
I'm over
special.
here with this empire.
No.
We have got $1 million lip glosses and homes and equestrian lives.
Okay, yes.
And
you still gonna get cheated on. What's up?
The girls really be thinking, oh, it would never be me because I'm the badder bitch. But
it actually is you. It's you right now, girl.
Sis, what are you even talking about?
All right. Well, all right, Chloe, you be all right.
That's it this week for whatever I call Hot Tops and something else.
Something
of Bottoms
reference.
and Men. We'll be right back.
Hey guys, we want to tell you about a new podcast from comedian Michelle Buteau. It's called Late Night Whenever, and it is a late night talk show that you can listen to whenever you want. It's hosted by Michelle and her sexy musical sidekick, Rob Lewis. Michelle is a Two Dope Queens fan favorite, has her very own Netflix special, which is hilarious, and was featured on This American Life. That is some real range. So check out Late Night Whenever on Apple Podcasts or wherever you get your favorite shows. You'll laugh, you'll smile, you'll forget all your troubles, and if you live in New York City, get tickets to a live taping at latenightwhenever.com. Just use promo code THEREAD. Again, that's latenightwhenever.com, promo code THEREAD. Check out Michelle. I've done an episode of her show before, and she was so fun and funny. So check her out, and let's move on.
Okay, we are back. It is now time for listener letters. I was doing that, I'm trying to do one of those, that Painter man. What's his name? Oh my God.
Bob Ross?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Very soothing NPR type of voice.
I did terribly, but whatever.
No, it's fine. I get it. So let's see here. Send your questions to asktheread@gmail.com. We may just read them aloud on the show. There is so much going on in this inbox today. So let me... Where do I even... Here we go. Let's start right here with... I'm going to call her Roseanne. Oh, no. That name has been tainted. And I don't dislike this girl.
I was about to be like, damn, what the fuck did she do?
I'm just going to call her Michelle.
Okay.
So Michelle says, love your show. Just saw you in Boston. It was a great night, et cetera, et cetera. Thanks, girl.
Hey, thanks.
I want your advice on how to deal with an issue in my mixed relationship. My boyfriend and I are both 30 years old, and we are biracial. He's half black, and I'm half Native American.
Okay.
The disagreement comes when we were talking recently about intersectionality. I thought this would be something that brought us closer together since we both have a complex relationship to whiteness and both have one white parent. I also think it's important to talk about if we are thinking about having kids who, based on our genetics, could end up looking more white than we do. That's true.
That is true.
The conversation ended when he said being half black was harder because it was the most hated, persecuted, and oppressed identity in American history. I said, white people have been fucking over non-white people in this country and the world since the beginning of time. My own ancestors were also forced off their native land to either live in abject poverty or on reservations or violently assimilate with white culture. There was rape and enslavement of Native people who were sometimes hunted for pure sport. Proportionally to our population, Native Americans are the demographic that is the poorest and the most murdered by police each year. I did not and do not say all of this out of competition. I say it because it is an often forgotten history that's important to me and my family, just like his racial history is important to him. I wanted us to agree to disagree, but he keeps bringing it up and clearly just wants to win the fight. What do y'all think? I feel like it's fine to acknowledge that history has been destructive to both of our families, but he says this is the same as taking an all lives matter stance.
What?
I love you guys. Hope you can help. Sincerely, Michelle.
Michelle, pipe up on that nigga. Be nice for what to that nigga? What?
Nice for what? Your boyfriend is out of his mind.
Down.
Sir, first of all, why do we even, between black people and Native Americans, we don't need to get into a who has it worse.
For
we
what?
need to get into a fuck these white people.
Let's get this shit
Why
cracking.
are y'all even, who has it worse is not even a valid conversation to have here because he's right about things that black people have gone through and you're right about things natives have gone through.
Yes.
We're not wrong here. We don't have to be more oppressed than the other, even though different racial groups will experience varying levels of oppression. This is not This is useless. This is fruitless.
Right. Like, what do you get out of, even if you were right, or even if you decided to agree with whatever he's saying, like, what does he get out of it? I don't understand what he's, like, saying it the first time was, like, strange and bad enough, but to continuously try to bring this up with you, I agree. I think that he's just trying to, like, win an argument.
He wants to feel like he won.
Yes.
Like he proved that black people have it worse than anybody else. When it's like, bro, I'm literally Native American. Like, do you have... Maybe because I grew up in Oklahoma, I actually do know what has happened to Native Americans, but I know our school system is kind of trash across this country, and so maybe they didn't tell y'all just how bad it was for the Native Americans, but I find it difficult to believe that black people don't have an understanding of that. Like,
I kind of...
This was they land, and the white people came and killed them to make room for themselves. What? You just, I
mean, we say it loud all of the time.
No, girl.
And for you to be trying to speak from this, you know, hey, I'm super woke perspective.
Right.
Is like, then you should know what the fuck I am talking about.
Right.
Why are we arguing about who has, like, the bigger or worse disadvantages in this country? Like,
what does that have to do with what we're going through right now? Like, you wanting to feel like you won the argument isn't going to do anything for, like, our relationship. This is...
Or anybody else.
Nobody needs... That is... Your boyfriend is doing the most for no reason.
That's not even an argument he could take outside of your relationship to anybody with sense and, like, say that, and they wouldn't be like, girl, shut up.
I just don't even know how you look at a person who's half Native American and be like, I'm just saying my people had it worse. Like, let's not get into who had it worse. Like... Your people are... you know
the fact is, white people don't give a fuck about nan one of us. And we need to be using that energy.
Right. When we are all trying to deal with the effects of, like, a racist, white supremacist society, why are we sitting here talking about who has it worse between blacks and Native Americans? Really? Really? Why are we doing that?
It's just so stupid.
Let's talk about... what is going on in society right now, how that affects our lives, how that could affect the lives of our children, how our children might not face certain discrimination that we faced because they might come out looking white as hell, since between the two of us, we have a white person in our genetics.
Right.
Like, so, let's talk about things that are actually going to affect our real lives, not get into some sort of pissing contest over which race is doing the worst now. Like, my God, what is wrong with your man?
I don't get
that at all.
I'm real confused, sweetheart. I really am.
I would never fix my mouth to say something like that to a Native American person, just like I would hope.
I could never.
Like, what, why? Why would you do that?
I don't know what to say to you besides tell him that you do not want to have this conversation with him again.
Yes. Like, this is, like, sir.
If you don't even want to agree to disagree, then you know what? Feel your feelings. And I just don't want to talk about this with you anymore. Yeah.
You could just feel that way about it, and I will feel this way. But, like, all you're going to do is make me mad because this is not a conversation. Like, this is not an argument that needs to be won.
Pointless.
Right. Let's talk about something that matters. Let's talk about something that is real and we can seriously sit here and discuss instead of trying to decide who the white people did worse. What? What is wrong with your man?
That's a dumb, childish.
You need to just look at him and be like, seriously, what is wrong with you?
Yeah.
Like maybe you need to make a PowerPoint. Like, Native Americans have had it rough. Like, a short summary. Like, just with a few slides. It just is not...
Because I don't know what you want from me.
The jokes about never seeing Native Americans and Chris Rock's whole, you ain't never seen two Native Americans in the same spot at one time. Like, that joke is rooted in the fact that they're not here no more on their own native lands because white people wiped them the fuck out. Sir. So, like, niggas. I know you can't say that to him, but I'm gonna say it for you because wow, what trash! I would not be willing to entertain that at all, girl.
Yeah, I would have been telling him to shut the fuck up.
Tell him to leave you alone about it if he don't really want to have a fight, like an argument, a serious disagreement about it. Good luck to you with that conversation. Our next question comes from. Woo, I almost said a terrible name. Melissa. Melissa says, I was dating a guy since October and broke things off with him in January because he had major trust issues and became very jealous.
Okay.
2 weeks after we broke up, he started stalking me and calling me repeatedly and sending crazy text messages. I changed my number numerous times, but he got a hold of the latest one and called, telling me that if I didn't give him $1,000, he would embarrass me.
What?
I hung up on him, and a week later, he made a fake Facebook profile and used my picture without my wig as the default. That is fucked up. And sent friend requests to my kid's father and all my male friends.
What?
In the messages, he also attached naked pictures of me along with intimate videos of me to everyone and posted them publicly on the page. The Facebook page has since been taken down, and my question is, how would you all proceed with things going forward? My family wants me to press charges, and my friends want me to leave it alone because this happens to a lot of women.
Girl!
I'm confused and unsure on which route to take. I love the show. Can't wait until I get the chance to see another live show. Thanks for your help, Melissa.
Liz, family knows best.
Absolutely.
I'm destroying you. Are you kidding me?
Revenge porn is illegal.
It literally is.
Right. Like 10 years ago, it may have been like pointless to try and pursue something legally, but everybody is up on game now, and it is absolutely illegal for him to take your nudes. And, well, it's not illegal for him to post a picture of you without a wig on, but that's just disrespectful.
That is disrespectful.
That's just rude.
You don't do shit like that.
Right. You don't post pictures of me without my wig on and my braids, nigga. You know better. Right. Fuck is wrong with you. But sending your nudes to your baby daddy and all your guy friends' videos and shit, absolutely not. Your parents are right, or your family, whoever is telling you to press charges is correct.
That her alleged friends said not to do it, and the reason was because it happens to so many women. Further reason to do it.
Right. That is all the more reason to not let these niggas get away with it. It is so rampant that lots of people or your friends know multiple women that this has happened to. So if you have the opportunity to take a nigga down for it, I say go for it.
Full force.
He's mad because you broke up with him. Clearly you had a good reason to break up with him because the nigga's not stable. He got mad, called you so many times that you had to change your number over and over. Then threatened you, like, give me $1,000 or I'm going to do something crazy, which is, are you out of your mind?
That also feels illegal.
Right. I feel like isn't that called extortion?
I think so.
Feel like it is. Maybe. I don't know. A lawyer can let us know. But there's a lot of illegal things going on in this email, and you should absolutely press charges against that.
Are
nigga.
you kidding?
100%. And you should take another look at who your friends are.
Niggas need to understand that if you say, I'm done, leave me alone, I don't want nothing to do with you anymore, that is the end of it. Period. You don't then get to go and do some shit because you're in your feelings or you're mad. Like, niggas continuously feel like they can do petty, dumb, childish, and or illegal shit like this, if not just kill you. Yes, make an example of this nigga and start the movement or further the movement of niggas being put in their motherfucking place.
Yes.
If she don't want you no more, nigga, and you don't like it, build a bridge. Hop, skip, and jump your motherfucking monkey ass over it.
Right.
And move on.
Men really feel entitled to us. Like, how dare you leave me? You have to stay until I'm done using you. Are you out of your mucky ass mind?
And many of those niggas, if not most, were garbage the whole time. Relationship. Trash from day
You see, she said
one.
we dated from October to January. It didn't take her long to figure out that this nigga was trash.
Right.
It did not take you long to be like, oh no, he's crazy. I can't go nowhere without him blowing my phone up and acting like I'm doing something.
I'm not going into spring with this.
Yeah, I'm not. No. Well, in January, shit, we still got another 5 months of winters. You could find
right if she's here.
You could find somebody else to lay up with.
No thanks.
No, I'm actually not taking this too deep into my 2018. Your services are no longer required. And he just lost his mind and he needs to pay for it. He absolutely should pay for what he has done to you.
Turn this shit off and get started.
I don't know.
Even, like right now.
I don't know the process at all. I don't know.
Neither.
Call a lawyer or I don't know what you need to do, but something, because fuck that.
Look it
I'll be
up.
damned.
have the family help you look it up if they'd like to do that, whatever.
That is embarrassing.
But he needs to suffer.
That is so fucked
real
up.
consequences for that because, like your very odd friend said, men do that all of the time, and they need to know that you can't.
Yeah, so
you cannot
let's just
do that.
not contribute to the normalization of that. Like, I mean, you are the victim in this situation. Whatever you choose to do is certainly your decision, but I would not let your lying ass friends sway you on this one, girl.
It's not gonna happen.
Oh no, fuck that. Go after his neck.
You're going down.
Our next question comes from Marianne, who says, please tell my white roommates to take a seat.
Oh, God.
I live in a 3-bedroom unit of a house with 2 other girls. They both moved in this fall. When my old roommates left, one of them took our super comfy futon in the living room, and one of the new roommates offered to bring the $20 futon that she got from Walmart into our house. I said, of course, because our living room only had a small love seat, and it was better to have a cheap futon than none at all. The futon has to be leaned up against the wall, and it is pretty uncomfortable, but we're all 24 years old, and in that, I'm starting to have money, but I'm also trying to save for a more permanent situation, period of our lives. Relatable.
Yeah.
Remember them days. I spend the most amount of time in the living room because I watch the most TV and do work in there. My 25th birthday is coming up, and I decided I should have a couch that I enjoy sitting on. I talked to my roommates briefly, and they obviously didn't oppose the decision since the futon is trash. I don't think roommates should split the cost of furniture because it makes it messy when people move, so I completely own this purchase by choosing and paying for the couch last weekend. It got delivered this week, and it looks and feels great. What's annoying is that my roommates, who didn't used to chill in the living room like that and didn't ever talk about a new couch, now very clearly really like the couch and are constantly in the living room. None of them really like TV. So today we were all doing work in the living room, and I eventually was convinced to change the channel to something more appealing to everyone in the room, which annoyed me. I was just at your Boston live show, and when I came home, both of my roommates and their boyfriends were in the living room. One boyfriend comes over often, but the other one definitely doesn't, and I think his girlfriend decided to chill at our house tonight because she enjoys the new couch. I went straight to my room, but they called me out to the living room because I was being, quote-unquote, antisocial. But I was tired and honestly very annoyed. Right. To see that the roommate who never considered replacing her bad futon is now so into the new couch and the living room. I literally did not have space to sit on the new couch or the love seat because everybody was cuddling, so I said I was tired and went to my room.
Girl.
Is it childish that I am so annoyed by everyone's obsession with this new couch that I paid for? I obviously am not expecting that I will be the only one sitting on it, but it's very annoying to watch them go months being fine with bad furniture and ignoring the living room as a result to suddenly wanting to spend all day in there to the point where I'm no longer finding space in the part of our house where I've been known to spend most of my time. Like many people, I hate confrontation, but I can do it when I need to about something where I have a clear and valid reason. But with this, I just don't even know what I would say. Please continue entertaining yourselves wherever you used to, because I bought this sofa so I could be comfy watching TV. That is just petty. Do y'all think I should say anything or sit and fester in silence? Thanks, Marianne.
Well, Marianne, the good news is I completely feel you.
I do too.
I would feel probably the exact same way that you do. The bad news is I also don't know what the fuck I'm saying. I don't know how I would address that.
Right. The bad news is this is just part of living with roommates that fucking sucks.
Yeah.
Because, they didn't want to sit on that shitty futon. And now that there's a nice couch in there, of course they want to hang out in there and watch TV now.
Yeah.
So it makes sense to me that they are acting that way, but I also don't think there's anything reasonable you can say about it other than moving the couch into your room. Right, I don't know if the couch fits in your room. It probably doesn't. But I don't think there's anything else to be... I don't think there's anything... You can't be like, I would appreciate if you bitches didn't sit in the part of the house that we all pay for. It doesn't work like that. And you volunteered to buy this couch on your own. You volunteered to pay for it. Mm-hmm. It is yours, which means you can move it wherever you want to.
You can do whatever you want with that couch.
But if you're going to put it in the living room, which is a common area, then you kind of just have to let people sit on it. Now, if you in there first, I would say don't let them convince you to change the channel. Like if you're in there doing your thing and watching TV and getting your work done, and they all want to hang out in the living room, that's fine. You can join me in the living room, but I'm watching something already, so I'm not changing the channel because y'all decided to hang out in here now. You can go. Why don't they have TVs in their room? I don't.
That's even separate from the couch, bitch. If I was using the TV and I've been here, I'm watching what I want.
Right, I'm watching what I want to. But the couch situation, I think.
Maybe.
You're just going to have to to swallow that L. Because
maybe what I would do, and this is not like advice, and it's also really petty, but I'm petty.
True.
If I was in the living room or whatever, and I was watching something and they wanted me to change the channel because everyone's out there, I would have been like, no, I'm not changing the channel. Y'all wouldn't even be sitting in this damn room if it wasn't for this couch I bought.
Yes!
So I'm going to watch what I want to watch. Like, maybe like I would say something like, you know, kind of offhand, make a comment that lets them know like whatever, but then you can expect that they're going to not come out there anymore and they're going to be like real shady or like quiet with you or whatever.
Yeah. I mean,
because
you can make a little passive aggressive comment. Like, you can. It'll probably make you feel better.
Would. I know.
It'll probably make you feel better.
It will.
But I mean, this is just what happens when you live with people.
Period.
This is just
period.
That's why I don't like to. But I understand, you know, we don't always have the options. So
seriously,
it's just something I think you just gonna have to accept it until you move out or until you move that couch. I just don't.
You can't expect that they're not going to sit on that couch that's in the common area. You just can't.
You can't. Right. You can't be like, it's fine if y'all sit on it when I'm gone, but when I get back, get off my couch and go back to your rooms where you were before. Like, you were upgrading the living room because that's your comfy area where you get work done and have fun and watch TV. So you wanted it to be comfier.
You should have made your bedroom comfier.
Right. Okay.
So that you would have preferred to be in there.
Right. And maybe it's like not feasible to have a TV in your room. So I don't know what the details of your situation.
Right.
But yeah, girl, I think you're just going to have to take this one on the chin and...
I think so.
Lesson learned. I'm sorry, though. I would be so annoyed.
Very.
I would be like, really? It's been months. You bitches never come in here. And then as soon as I get a decent couch, and all of a sudden you bitches want to stay in here. And with your man, too.
Right. I was just going
you
there.
And your nigga on my couch.
With your random nigga that don't ever come over here now on my couch.
And to make it worse, they white. So it's probably 4 white people on your couch. It's probably 4 white people hugged up in your living room.
Right. I would be so over it.
I would be annoyed like shit.
I don't know what to say, sweetie. I feel you, though.
I'm sorry, Marianne. Good luck, though. Our last question comes from Colette, who says she needs some advice about a situation with her sister-in-law. She said, my husband and I are expecting our second child in August. Side note, pregnancy sucks, don't do it.
I won't.
We named our first child after a badass character from a popular book series, and we've been working on names for our second in the same fashion. Upon seeing Black Panther twice, we decided that if we had a boy, we would probably be incorporating the name T'Challa somewhere, and if it's a girl, we've been playing with the plethora of fierce African female names. I love Okoye, so that was a front runner. But was there nothing that Shuri could not solve with her mind? Anyway, earlier this year, my sister-in-law was talking to her siblings and said that she called dibs on the names Okoye and Nakia. She's been with her boyfriend longer than I've been with my husband, but they have no kids together yet. My husband brought up the conversation to me, and I laughed it off because, 1, can you even call dibs on hypothetical children? And 2, she can name said hypothetical children whatever she wants. Her choices may change when she does decide to have kids. I'm pregnant now, and that will not affect my choice. So then one day, I guess her husband was over it because he said, one day my husband brought me his phone and said that me and his sister can fight it out amongst ourselves.
Tired.
He was like, I'm not doing
like, y'all name them niggas whatever you want. I don't want to hear nothing else.
So we were texting each other about the names, and I said I had no problem with our kids having the same name, or maybe we would choose one of the names to be a middle name instead, and she could use it for a first name. And she said absolutely not because she already claimed it.
Oh, girl.
I don't really argue with my in-laws. In 8 years, we have had a couple disagreements, but we end up hugging it out. They are great people, and I couldn't ask for a better family.
Good.
But I have had the biggest disagreements with her. I am used to talking through things like adults, weighing all possible options, and compromising when necessary. And even though my sister-in-law is a couple years older than me, sometimes I feel like she can be selfish and immature. So I ended the convo by saying this may end up being a non-issue anyway because I don't know the gender of our child yet, and she's not pregnant, so she doesn't know the gender of hers either. She said true. You just keep on doing that.
I love it.
Fast Fast forward to a couple weeks ago, she released a cute little baby announcement video saying that she's expecting in September. I was super excited, and then I thought, well, damn, that's why she was fighting so hard about the name.
Right. I was thinking maybe she don't know.
I talked it over with my husband, and while we would both for once like to be petty and announce our baby name as Okoye before she does, I'm honestly not even sure.
I love that he wants to as well. I love that he's down.
Let's just do it.
Let's do it.
I'm honestly not even sure if that's the name we want anymore. This pregnancy has been rough, and I've been thinking about just trying to quite literally survive it rather than what our child's name will be. But I am due first, and we'll find out the sex first, and it would be all too satisfying to make a Facebook status saying, we can't wait to meet you in August, Miss Okoye Nakia. # fight me. While that may not happen, I feel the need to let her know that I have never been swayed by her immature claiming of whatever name, and neither of our decisions should be swayed by the other, but I can't help but think she will take this as a win and think that she can always get what she wants over us. Should I let this go? Love y'all to death, Colette.
So
this is so funny.
Hilarious. She's due in September?
Yeah, but she's
due in August.
Right.
But the sister-in-law is due in September.
Right.
So how soon can you learn the gender of the baby?
I don't know. I want to say around 5 or 6 months. So she's probably very close to finding out.
Okay.
Maybe 4 months. I don't really know. When can you find out?
This is hilarious. Honestly, I mean, again, you're saying that you don't know the gender of your baby
between
yet.
16. I was right. 16 and 20 weeks. 4 and 5 months.
So let's just go, with neither one of them knows the gender yet.
Yeah, no, they don't.
So it's not even really a thing yet. You know what I'm saying? Maybe both y'all niggas will have boys. And then
maybe
it'll be
a non-issue.
Right. But I mean, if we operate under the assumption or prediction that they both have girls, if I were you, I would name my baby what I want to name my baby.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to do it.
And
if I want to name my baby Okoye, which I strongly feel like I might.
I mean,
I just don't think there's a soul in the world that could be like, sorry, but I claimed it already. Girl, what you mean you claimed it? We saw the same movie. Same bitch called Okoye.
The only reason you're even entertaining this is because she your in-law.
Right.
You know what I mean? So
right.
If it was anybody else, you would have told them to shut up. I never talked about it again.
Right.
But this is obviously something that could be an issue.
It could be right.
And then it affects your relationship with your husband, your marriage, and all of that other stuff. But honestly, in my opinion, I think that your sister-in-law needs to get over it. And if you have a girl, name your baby what you want to name your baby, because she may end up having a boy and then naming that nigga something else. And then you done already gave your baby some other name. And then
right. And then it's...
And
name
then you
feel
what
away,
you want.
right?
If you name your baby Okoye Nakia, then that girl can name her baby Nakia Okoye. And then it is what it is.
And everybody is going to call them Okoye and Nakia probably interchangeably because that's just what y'all have done. And it's fine. I know a lot of people feel very strongly about names and nobody stealing your baby name and all this, but there are going to be a lot of Okoyes and Nakias and Shuris and T'Challas and the Joggers running around. It's going to be a lot.
As if there aren't already people with these names.
I'm just saying, in 5 or 6 years, the kindergartens are going to be flush with Nakias.
Many.
So you might as well.
Nakia, and you're going to hear 7, yes. Nakia S or Nakia T.
Right.
Come on, girl. You got to get over it.
I'm not friends with Nakia W no more.
I hate her. And I told Okoye LR that I'm not going to be her friend and she can have none of my fruit snacks.
It's just going to happen. So she's going to have to, right. If she wants some special, unique name that nobody else has, she's going to have to sit down and come up with it. And even then, somebody else probably has given their baby that name too. So
what? How do you claim a baby name?
You don't get to claim a name like nobody else can use this. That just seems really unreasonable to me.
It's just so silly. Isn't that what... Didn't Kim say that Candy stole her baby name? She's going to name her baby Ace? Or was it the other way around? No, I think that Candy said... Isn't one of Kim's baby named Cash? Candy said that she was going to name her baby Cash, I think.
Oh.
And when Kim got pregnant, she took the name.
Ace is better than Cash.
It is.
A lot better.
I like it.
So and
it
Ace
works
is
out.
adorable.
Ace is perfect.
He's so cute.
I love him.
Oh,
he's got like the right
baby.
amount of like childhood like happiness and glee, and then also judgment.
Yeah.
I love a
he's at that
judgmental
age,
toddler.
and they are all that way.
He be looking
They're
at
just rude.
everybody, mom, dad, sister, other sister. Like
they're mean.
What
Toddlers will walk up to you and be like, "You're ugly and I don't like you," and then walk away. You be like, "What the fuck did I do?"
That actually really
like
hurt my feelings.
Like, and then you feel tears come to your eyes. Like, wait a minute, the 3-year-old just sunned me.
I'll never forget the tweet. Oh my God, who was it that tweeted like? Maybe it was Steen, like some of the craziest things kids have ever said to you or something like that. And somebody said like their niece maybe told the mama or one of the other aunts that she's like, you can't wear diamonds. Diamonds are pretty. You should wear rocks.
Yes, I
she
remember
said, you're not
this.
pretty. You should wear rocks. And the girl who tweeted it said, I left. I didn't want to be next.
You're like, oh, she's in fighting mode.
That sounds like something a toddler would say. Like, for real. They have no filter.
Put those down. Those are sparkly and gorgeous. You go outside and get some pebbles.
You
bitch.
wear rocks, stones. You look like those.
Oh, yeah. Kids are fucking rude.
Jesus.
So, I mean, but anyway, we've gotten off track.
Of course.
I would...
name your baby whatever you want to name your baby. Your sister-in-law don't have to get over it.
Right.
Even
and
if the babies have like the same name or you mix it up or do something else, like grow up.
It's just, it's not... I just really don't think it's that serious, but on the other side of that, if it's not that serious, then y'all could just pick another name. It's not like you're so in love with the name Okoye. Maybe just see what happens, see how you feel about it.
Look,
but I
he
wouldn't
shot
want her
up
to
my
feel
club
like...
before yours, so my baby's coming up first.
I just would not.
I'm gonna
wanna
name my
feel
baby
like
what I want.
You felt like you won, like you told me, oh well, you can't use the name, and so I just didn't use it. I would hate feeling like that. That would get on my nerves.
For your child, that's gonna be your child forever with that name. Girl, no. I'm gonna name my baby what I want.
Yeah.
And you can either give the baby the same name if we both end up having girls, or you can name your baby another lovely name. There are loads of lady names
so many good
in
names.
the film alone that you could use, or in the Black Panther universe, and you're just gonna have to get over it.
Right. All right. Well, good luck with those conversations. Send your questions to asktheread@gmail.com and we'll be back.
Thanks again to Amazon Music for supporting this week's episode of The Read. You can play millions of songs, thousands of playlists, and the hottest new releases across all your devices, including iOS, Android, Mac, PC, or tablet, and play music just by asking when using Alexa on the Amazon Music app or devices like Echo and Fire TV, all without ads or interruptions. Nothing beats being able to talk to your Echo and hear exactly what you need to, especially if your Mima or somebody else is around. You can be like, look at the fancy way I'm living. And with Amazon Music, you can play your music by mood. If you had a long day and need something upbeat, just say, Alexa, play happy music. And you'll get a playlist of awesome, upbeat R&B that's hopefully not the song Happy by Pharrell. It's a great playlist. I even pulled a few songs to my personal playlist myself, so I can listen to them later when I want to.
Whenever you want to, because of the offline listening feature. You know we go underground all the time here in New York City.
Yep.
So you can listen even when you're not connected to the internet. Amazon Music makes listening simple, natural, and fun, and they have a free 30-day trial for new customers. So you can check it out. Go sign up at amazonmusic.com. It renews automatically, and you can cancel anytime. Thanks again, Amazon Music, for supporting the show. Sign up again at amazonmusic.com, and let's move on.
Support for today's show also comes from Squarespace. With beautiful templates that are created by some of the world's best designers, Squarespace makes it easy to turn your idea into a new, unique, refreshing website. Customize everything from the look and the feel to the settings and products, all optimized for mobile right out of the box, which is one of my favorite parts because nobody wants to have to go through hell twice.
It's just too much.
You've got a built-in search engine optimization, everything you need right there. You can showcase your work, blog, or publish content, announce a special project, even sell products and services of all kinds, which I know so many of y'all do. It only takes a few clicks. Plus, you can use Squarespace's analytics to help your website grow in real time, and there's nothing to install, patch, or upgrade ever. Everything's done through the website. It's so easy. But if you do have a question or problem, you can ask Squarespace's award-winning 24/7 customer support because they're always there to help. Keep dreaming, but make it a reality with a website from Squarespace. Head to squarespace.com for a free trial. And when you're ready to launch, use the offer code READ to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. That is squarespace.com. Offer code is READ. Let them know we sent you. We can't wait to see your work. Now let's finish the show. Okay, so the read. The read is now.
Oh, my goodness. And I am ready for your word.
Well, I hate so many things about this that I'm just afraid I'm going to start blabbering. But
blabbering's fine.
So I mentioned in Black Excellence earlier, Michael Brown, the student who was accepted to 20 colleges with a full ride. Two dumbasses on Fox 5 DC. One named Holly Morris and contributor Sarah Fraser. This is a morning show.
Frasier.
Yeah, Fraser, not like the show Frasier.
I just usually don't hear white people with that last name. I've only ever heard black people with the last name Fraser.
Really?
Yeah. Anyway, that's not important.
So they were talking about the story, and apparently they must have been having some kind of discussion before this or to the side, because they said they were talking about it before. And Sarah says it's a little ridiculous that this kid applied to 20, taking away a spot and basically waitlisting another kid. And then the black co-anchor off to the side said, I'm urging my kids not to, which I don't even... Shut up.
Urging your children to not... Okay, all right.
Holly Moore said it's a little obnoxious because you can only go to one. Obnoxious. You can only go to one. You can only take one full ride. And you are taking a spot from someone else who worked really hard. Literally, you aren't.
No, you're not.
That's not how that works.
That isn't how that works.
It does not work like that.
Like you said, there's only one. Meaning the other 19 schools are going to let somebody else in. I'm sorry.
And the worst part about this, not even the worst part about it, again, I said I hate so many things, but she knows that. She knows that. Because in the same discussion on that show, she said, the greatest part of the story, the greatest part of this story
Don't do this.
is that 19 other kids are going to get into a school. Because besides the one school that Michael decides to go to, the other 19 will take a student off of the wait list. So you know how this works. And you are not like... For you to then say the greatest part about a story with this young... We already know what these schools, especially top-rated colleges and universities in this country, look like in terms of racial demographic or whatever.
Right.
So there's that. You have this kid who has a 4.68 GPA, slayed every standardized test you could throw in front of him. I'm sure he did great extracurricular. They're just amazing student, busted his ass, worked extra hard, and applied to 20 schools and got accepted into all of them. And they each said, girl, you don't have to pay a dime. And the greatest part about this is how? You're a grown-ass woman. How are you this fucking mad? Woo. How? My mind is blown that why even discuss this? Why even bring up this story at all and call a child that clearly did better than your child obnoxious for applying to 20 different schools? Maybe Michael knew that he was excellent and wanted to, take every possibility that he could. Maybe Michael really stand for 20 different schools and really wasn't sure which one he would want to go to. Maybe Michael had black parents just like most of us have had black parents in this country that have told us that you have to work twice as hard, get half as much as Tad. So maybe he was like, I'm going to make sure that the possibilities for me are as large and expansive as possible.
Right.
How are you upset about that? Especially because you are full aware that he's not taking a spot from anybody else. Sure, a couple of students probably got a letter that said, hey, girl.
Maybe.
If they know anything about, or if they were taught anything about applying for college, then I would hope that they know that that's a thing that happens.
But these are the top universities in the country, meaning it's an honor to be waitlisted. It's an honor to be waitlisted. These schools take like 1,000 kids every year. What?
You really want to call this brilliant, hard-working student obnoxious because some other students' day were ruined because they probably only applied to go to Harvard and now they have to wait.
If you only applied to Harvard, you have to have a backup school. There's no way you applied to an Ivy and was like, unless you're like legacy and your parents and grandparents and great-grandparents all went to Harvard, I'm certain you have a backup school in your pocket. And if you had a chance of getting into Harvard, then you have a chance of getting into the other Ivies and a whole bunch of other schools. If you qualified to get into those, you qualified to get into state school, community college, probably anywhere else you want to go. So I'm not crying no tears over kids who got a lukewarm maybe email instead of a definite yes, because this young black man is smarter than all of them and got accepted. Are we really mad at black children for being excellent?
Yes.
Are we really at the point? I remember the days when white people would like applaud you and be like, look at this stand-up member of his community. Why can't the rest of you niggas pull up your pants and act like this young man?
That's my thing. It's like we're literally damned if we
cannot win
and damned if we don't. And we know when I heard about this, it reminded me of what's her name? Jasmine Shepard, the black girl who was like valedictorian of her school in Cleveland.
Oh, and the white people took it.
The white people had like some white student or white girl who had a lower GPA.
Yes.
Like they had to share the valedictorian honor.
Yes,
and
I
she was
remember
also
that.
said to be the first black valedictorian in the schools, like 100-something years.
And they were so mad at
they
the
were
thought.
not going to let it go.
Oh yeah,
down
that
like
was
that.
in Mississippi.
It also reminds me of a read I feel like I had on the show, but it was so long ago and I really don't remember the details of it. But I know it was a white woman who wrote a think piece on a think piece website, and it had something to do with black students and scholarships. And this just reminds me of that. Like, if it's either like, black people are lazy and always looking for handouts and that's why they're at a disadvantage. It has nothing to do with race. Here comes Michael Brown, like, you took out the other Michael and here I am letting you see, here I am.
Oh, man.
Standing up, doing amazing things, working my ass off, doing, you know what I'm saying, scoring higher than each one of your kids and grandkids. And
that's really
he's
it.
obnoxious. It's not, it has nothing to do with working hard or anything. Like, you just don't like black people. You don't want to see black people succeed, be happy, be treated fairly, or have the things that you have. Period. That's it. Mm-hmm. That's it. I wouldn't be surprised if Miss Holly had as a child that applied to one or two of these schools and probably didn't even get on the goddamn wait list.
Right.
And this Negro male had the audacity to apply to 20 different schools. Talk about, even people always say, you only apply to 4 to 8 schools.
Who always says
Never
that?
heard of it.
What?
Never heard of it.
What is... I don't even understand how you can fix your mouth to have a problem with somebody who has done such a great job in school, did well on tests, has this incredible off-the-charts GPA, and you're actually angry enough to the point where you try to blame him and make him the bad guy for being smart and getting into school? Like, what? You really have to reach. You have to reach way down into the depths of your racism to pull this up.
It's so stupid.
Because it is egregious.
Sarah issued an apology that she can keep, but Michael took it on Twitter.
Too good for you.
Saying, I'm sorry to Michael B. I first of all, it wouldn't have been too much you could say to me. But the fact that you put Michael lowercase b, his last name is Brown.
Well, girl, maybe you need to go back to school.
Maybe.
Because we capitalize proper names.
They extended your character amount.
You have enough characters to type out Brown. It's not even that long of a last name.
I truly had no malice when I set this story up. We wanted to ask, is 20 schools too much? But I see now that was petty. Michael is awesome, and I have learned a lesson. Michael responded and said, thank you for your apology. I appreciate it and accept it. Holly's dumbass, on the other hand.
Oh, God.
Basically stood with what she was saying, that, it's too easy to apply to too many schools. It has nothing to do with privilege. Just my opinion. We can disagree. That's okay. I also said he's an amazing young man. That is not a racial issue. I would have had the exact same opinion if the boy was white. Lie. And you can keep it.
Right.
And I'm not
interested. A lie.
At all. And you half-ass saying, oh, obviously he's amazing, he's a great young kid, does not overshadow the fact that the whole discussion is you saying that he's wrong or he's obnoxious for taking spots from other students, which he literally didn't even do.
He's not, first of all, he's not taking spots from anybody. Each one of those schools individually decided that he earned a spot. But like you said, he can only go to one school. So those other 19 schools, there are going to be 19 kids who are on the wait list who are going to get bumped up into accepted status.
That's how it works.
A delayed acceptance is still an acceptance.
And you know that.
So what the fuck are y'all mad at?
You know that that's how it works. And like, you do. Whole discussion
Yale's
was
not gonna
about
be like, oh, well, Michael's not coming, so we'll just leave that spot open.
So fuck the rest of y'all. We mad. Like, Princeton is not about to be like Harvard and they bullshit gonna take Michael. But fuck the rest of y'all. Fuck all y'all. We ain't nobody's coming to school this semester. Right. Like what?
If Michael ain't coming, nobody.
We don't want nobody.
They're gonna be like, oh, okay, he's not coming. Who's next on the wait list? Send that bitch an email.
That's how the fuck
does she have her money?
Works. Period. The end. Done. We're finished. I don't get it at all. You wanted to take another moment, like you saw a young black man that is doing something that you don't even think black people are capable of doing, shitting on each and every one of your descendants, like with ease.
Yeah.
And you cannot take it. Shut up. Nobody cares about what the fuck you're talking about. You couldn't beat fucking Michael Brown at Monopoly. So I'm not concerned. Woo. You should be ashamed of yourselves and go to hell. And for the black girl on the side,
how much are they?
She tried to claim it out in the end because the Holly again was like, what does that do for you? You have to go to one school. Are you gonna put on your applications for a job like I got accepted into 20 schools, like mocking him? And the black homegirl was like, I mean, I would. That'd be the first thing. I would definitely be saying that every chance I got. No. Because you sat there and let them say that whole shit, and then you tried to say a joke at the end. I don't feature you either.
He doesn't have to put it on job applications because the type of job he's going to be getting once he's done with schooling won't require an application.
A former president already said, hey girl, when you're done,
come holla at me.
He's not worried about it. He doesn't have to remind anybody. He
doesn't have to be pressed.
The girls want him now. And you're mad about it. Like, it's really sad and it's disgusting and it's just further proof that I hope a lot of y'all are paying attention to, that whether it's on one side of the fence or the other side of the fence, black people always gonna lose because white people will, like, refuse to let us not even just win, but just to reap the benefit of the things that we sow. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, he didn't just get accepted to all of these schools because he wasn't, it's not, he's just black, so let's just let him in. He's some subpar student, but he's black. So no, the boy worked hard and deserves it. He earned it. Here are each of your receipts.
Are you out of your fucking mind?
But we can't even have that without somebody trying to shit all over it and diminish it and laugh at us and try and make it a joke. I'm so glad that y'all got gathered. I'm not surprised that homegirl over here when the red was super pissed and decides to remain super pissed. And you can go to hell. And that's really it.
When racism is the fuel and the foundation behind what white people are saying, black people can never win. That's why we always telling y'all to drop the respectability politics bullshit and just be whoever you are. Because with racists, there is no winning.
Nope.
Your skin color means you've lost. These people are going to find a way to be mad at anybody, including a child who got into 20 top schools in the country. I just don't understand it. I can't fathom how you are that mad at that boy, but you just going to have to get over it.
Michael also tweeted, this morning I had a respectful Skype interview with Holly. Though I did not get an apology during the interview, I won't allow the interview to air until Fox 5 DC provides me with a public apology. Where's the human decency?
You know what?
Michael's fine.
Michael's going to be
the kids
just
are all
fine.
right.
He is just fine.
He's good.
He's not taking this shit. He is not going to be like, oh, well, you know, it is what it is, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Like,
you mad.
Y'all are really mad.
You're mad.
Over scholastic achievement. The thing you always tell us we need to do so that we can overcome everything, all the disadvantages our race faces.
And here he is doing
literally what you say.
Like, in spades.
And you said this in D.C. Wow. All y'all know the caucasity.
You should not even have a job to come back to if we're being all the way true.
Truly ought not. Wow.
Who does that? Who the fuck does that? Disgusting.
Sour apple bitter
mad
bitches.
Ass
That's who.
bitches. There's no world or universe that I could think of you exist, and you look at a story like this and have something negative to say.
I wouldn't even shit on a white kid who got into 20 schools.
Like, for what?
First of all, they're kids. He's a teenager. What is wrong with you?
Thank you.
What is wrong with you?
And you worked your ass off. This is what you do. Like, if you want to go to all of these schools and things like that, you want to get, whatever education it is you look like, yeah, you bust your ass. Like, you put in the work. This is like, anyway.
Right. No, it was just outrageous from the very beginning. So.
Holly, is that her name? Yeah? Frazier? No, Holly is the other one. Holly Morris. She can go straight to hell. Sarah, I acknowledge
I guess Sarah was like, "Oh, y'all right. I let the racism overcome me on that one."
I still don't see it, but Michael forgives you, and I guess that's all that matters.
Oh, well, fuck them for that.
Wholeheartedly.
I have two quick things this week. First, I don't know if you heard about this TV show host who threatened sexual assault on one of the Parkland kids.
Sorry?
His name is Jamie Allman. He is host of the Allman Report. It is a St. Louis ABC affiliate. And he tweeted, "I've been hanging out getting ready to ram a hot poker up David Hogg's ass." Why would he say that? I don't know. David Hogg, of course, since the Parkland shooting, he's been one of the kids out here advocating for gun control and being like, hey, all you adults need to do better. And people have been, this is the same boy, this is the boy who he applied to 4 schools and didn't get in. Yeah. And Laura Ingraham was like mocking him for not getting into school. Yeah. Look at that. Even though apparently ever since then he has been accepted into one of those schools. But that was what started the whole boycott Laura Ingraham thing, and her ass got taken off the air for a week. Yeah. So this fool is local, unlike Laura Ingraham, but tweeted this about getting ready to ram a hot poker up this teenage boy, I will say again, a teenager's ass, and has since apologized, and his show has also been canceled.
That's it?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't think anything else can be done other than his show being canceled. He resigned and the show is no longer a thing. So that's probably the best we could get. I don't think you can bring criminal charges against him for saying something like that. But I just really can't believe that y'all are so in love with your guns that you would tweet something that fucking crazy about a teenager.
Blown.
Are y'all out of y'all's fucking minds? He's 17 years old? Dog, I cannot.
Blown.
You're a whole ass adult, my nigga. What are you doing?
Like experiencing a mental apocalypse.
Yeah, it's just shout out to them kids, because you know what? I feel like I'm doing adulting right because I'm usually on the side of the youth more than these crusty ass, old fogey ass adults. Like some of y'all grow up and you forget. I don't know what you forget, but you have lost every last one of your fucking marbles if you thought you could say something like that about a child and get away with it.
Nigga, were you on bath salts?
Like, you've been chilling, getting ready to put a hot poker up it. Why would you even, how do you even think that? How do you even think it?
Why wasn't your first reaction to say you were hacked? I don't know. I cannot believe that this country loves guns this much.
Yo, they do. Oh, they definitely do.
Wow.
That y'all are this mad over teenagers who are like, we would like to go to school without dying. Y'all are mad at them for saying that.
Mad.
Pissed. The Oklahoma teachers are still on their walkout. Shout out to y'all for doing what needs to be done. Honestly, the situation in Oklahoma schools is ridiculous. My cousin was in the group chat, in our family group chat earlier, talking about how one of her daughters, the teacher literally pulled names at the start of the semester to see who all would get a textbook because there were not enough textbooks for everybody. And her friends, like my cousin Zoe, her friends have to like take pictures of pages in the textbook and email them to her so that she can have some of the materials she needs for class, or she has to borrow somebody's book and make copies in the library.
Damn.
Because they refuse to fund these schools. And it's just like,
That is crazy.
So I am in full support of Oklahoma teachers saying it is fucking enough with Mary Fallon and the rest of the legislature. Like, it is, no, there are no excuses. Like, this is just, there are not even enough books. Forget the books being tattered and out of date and all that. They don't even have enough for every kid to have one. She doesn't even get to keep the book. Like, they have to trade them around. It's like a traveling textbook. They take pictures of pages and text them to each other so they can get their homework done. It is outrageous.
Wow.
But my read this week goes out to someone I'm going to call Shabeki. Shabeki worked at the venue at our Boston show.
Oh, bitch. Let's do it.
So Shabeki really tried my life with her white nonsense at the show, and it was nothing but the grace of Beyonce that led me out of it.
She irked me the whole evening.
And calmly. So we were in the dressing room, you know, before the show started, and I pulled out a bottle of wine and opened it because I do like me some red wine.
Right.
So it was sitting up on the counter when Shabeki walked in, and she said, "Oh, that has to go away. Like, we can't have any alcohol on the premises, blah, blah." And I was like, "Wine counts as alcohol?" And she was like, "Yeah, sorry, da, da, da. Like, it's very important. My job could be on the line," sort of thing. And I said, "Okay, girl, no problem." Put it back in my backpack since apparently it was that big of an issue. Left it alone. We went out, did the show, had a great time. Come backstage. Everybody's getting their things together. So I pulled out my bottle of wine because I'm finna drink it on the Sprinter on the way back. I'm finna enjoy it, get fucked up, have a good time. So everybody is like getting their things together. We're literally getting ready to walk out of the door. Like, there's no longer anybody in the auditorium. Shout out to whichever one of you was so drunk that you threw up on the seats because Shabeki had to clean it up. Good. And I appreciate you for that. But she came backstage, saw that I had my coat and backpack and bottle of wine, and was like, homegirl, the wine.
Right.
And I feel like everybody in the room stopped and turned around and was like, wait a minute.
I was actually in the dressing room next to it, but I heard it, and I literally did like a 180 turn and froze.
I said, wait a minute. It was like instantly. You know how sometimes somebody says something to you, and you just immediately, like, heart rate goes up. Yeah. You start sweating and feeling hot and angry because you're like, I know this white bitch did not just say, homegirl, the wine. Like, well, first of all, so what I said to her is like, well, first of all, we're literally leaving. You pointing out this bottle of wine is pointless. The event is over. Everybody is shutting down. We are walking out of the building. There is no longer a threat to you or your job or anything else as far as that is concerned. You just want to be a bitch. But secondly, who the fuck is your homegirl? I'm looking for, I turned around. I said, where's your homegirl at? I don't see her. Asante was like, I swear to God, I was finna jump in. And I was like, no, Crystal can handle it. She got it. I'll leave her alone. I know she could do it. But I was just like, are you... I said to her, like, I'm not sure who you're talking to because I'm not your fucking homegirl, but we're literally leaving, so mind your business. And then Alex jumped, you know how Alex loved to come in and be a white woman and smooth things over. She was like, actually, everything is booked through me. I'm the point of contact, so I would appreciate you not even speaking to her. If you have an issue, then you come to me about it, but don't even say nothing to her. And she was like, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know your name, so I just said that. I'm like, what are the chances? At what point tonight did you walk up to Alex and call her homegirl? When did that happen? I would love to know. Bitch, you didn't. Because you didn't say that because you don't know my name. You said it because I'm black and you got me fucked up. It's that type of microaggressive bullshit that white people do all the time. And then when you come at them about it, they be like, I don't understand. What's the big deal? How are you so mad? Bitch, I'm so mad because how dare you? It is a bottle of fucking wine, first of all. And it is corked. It's corked. Like, it's not even, we're not even open, passing it around, drinking, and we are leaving the fucking building.
Mind you, the door is like 3-4 feet away.
It's like the dude who drives the Sprinter is like outside opening and everything up. Like, we are literally leaving, and you made it a point to come back here and say something fucked up and sideways to me. You are just really fortunate that it didn't go any further than what it did, because everything inside of me was saying, drag this white bitch. Like, just destroy her. Just call her out of her name. Talk about her mama. It don't matter. Like, I wanted to so badly.
I was already agitated, and when I heard that, I was like, I'm going to stay right here.
White people, y'all have got to do fucking better when it comes to shit like that. If you need to get No, I'm not even
She
going
did
to
the
offer any alternatives because you knew what you did.
She did something. Well, I had my vape out, and it was like on the table or whatever in the dressing room. And I had gone out, but the door had closed and it was locked. So I asked one of the guys who was working back there if he could open the door, and it turns out she was the one with the key. So she comes and she opens the door and she sees it there, and she's like, "Is that what I think it is?" And I'm like, "Weed? Yeah." And she's like,
"What do you think it is, Shebeki?"
And she was like, "Oh, we can't have that out. It can't be out or whatever because we can't do that here or whatever." And I was like, "Okay." And she goes, "You realize if I see it again, it has." I was like, "I get it.
Are you
Goodbye."
a teacher or something?
Right.
Like, bitch, am I scared of being put in detention or
You
going
are
to the
not the
principal's
Trunchbull.
office? Right.
Like, I'm not afraid of you, homegirl.
Right.
And you're not
Nobody
gonna
is
speak to
tearing
me.
anything up back here. Nobody is disrespecting your precious little venue.
Nobody is in here at all.
We're literally leaving, girl. So
She had already irked me with that shit.
You
So when I
coulda
heard the
kept
homegirl, I was like, it's best that I beat feet.
I said, oh no. I said,
Because-
let me get the fuck out. I said, let me just walk outside. I actually had to walk outside to lower my body temperature because I was so pissed off that she actually came to me on some homegirl bullshit. I'm not your fucking homegirl, bitch. I'm the bitch who just sat here in front. Did you not? This whole hour and a half that we sat up here dragging white people and telling them about themselves, were you not paying attention to any of it? Did you just go sit in the corner and not internalize any of what was said? I can't fathom how you felt comfortable enough coming up to me and saying that to me after that show, but you got the wrong bitch. And I really need white people to do better in general, overall. You have got to. I'm not your goddamn homegirl. Stop calling random black women that you don't know homegirl or a sister or anything else with your little fake black sense. Keep it, bitch. You got the wrong bitch.
Stop it.
I just could not believe she did that. And so I called her Shebeki to her face. And I don't think she got it, but it's fine. She didn't have to get it. She didn't have to get it.
Of course she didn't.
You calling me homegirl? That's not her name. I don't know you like that, so I'm going to just call you whatever the fuck I want to since that's clearly the relationship that you and I have. Bitch,
Right.
Fuck you.
Well,
And then I got in the Sprinter and drank my fucking wine. Like I was like I was on my way to doing when you decided to come in here and be a stupid bitch. Why would you press people on their way out of the building?
nobody cares.
But anyway, I'm done. Fuck her.
All right, well, that's today's show.
Man, I feel like we went longer than usual. Maybe not, but it feels like we
It
did.
feels like it's the usual.
Check us out at thisistheread.com. Follow us on social at thisistheread. And don't forget to check out our sponsors, Acer. To be the best, you need the best. And that's where the Predator Helios 300 enters. It's a gaming laptop that takes power to an all-new level, equipped with a 7th generation Intel Core processor and Aerial Blade 3D fan. Discover the VR-ready Predator Helios 300 today by going to acer.com, click on store, and enter coupon code THEREAD at checkout to receive 10% off plus free ground shipping on a Predator Helios 300 laptop, including the already discounted models. This is valid through April 30th, 2018 and limited to one per qualified order, so go check out Acer. Kid Fury, do we have any news this week?
I don't.
Okay, so Alex said, hey guys, here are the announcements for today's show. The 420 pop-up show is sold out. Thanks so much, you guys. We have added a second show on April 21st. You can get those tickets now through thereadlive.com or on Ticketmaster. And we are also doing a merch restock on 420 on shoptheread.com at 12 p.m. noon Eastern. For those of you who have been looking for merch, we will also have some exclusive stuff related to 420. You know, that's one of our favorite holidays. So we're going to be celebrating accordingly.
And the new God of War comes out that day.
Whomever that is. In most important news this week, I finally beat the Electricity Beast.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much. On Breath of
Hardest
the Wild.
one, too.
Yes, the Electricity Beast is really a bitch. It was very difficult.
Yeah.
So now I've just been, the game is like, it's so fun for me all over again. Yeah. I figured out how to beat Guardians' asses.
That took me a minute.
I finally figured out how to get these Guardians, and so I've been collecting a bunch of ancient shit. I got my ancient, whatever the chest piece is called, and the trousers, and I already had a diamond headpiece.
Do you have the motorcycle?
Bitch, what? There's a motorcycle?
I think it's DLC.
DLC.
Downloadable content.
Oh.
Like, I think you have to go and buy it off of the store or something.
Oh, well, you know what I need to buy? I need some ancient gears. No, I need some giant ancient cores. They too hard to find, and it's only like 8 of them in the whole game. But you need them for the ancient shields, and the ancient shields are the easiest way to kill the guardians. But they break after you kill like 8 or 9, maybe 10 guardians. So I need more of them, and they won't let you just go buy one. So it's just Anyway, I've been having a lot of fun with the game lately and getting like back into it. Right now I'm going through and finding all the memories, and then I'm going to go beat Ganon's ass real quick. I have the Master Sword. I got my 13 hearts. I'm going to pull my sword out the ground.
Did I?
I'm so proud.
Did I get a Master Sword?
You didn't go get the Master Sword in Korok Forest?
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I was about to say, come on, nigga.
Like Master Sword.
You had to get through the Lost Woods and follow the torch embers so you didn't get swallowed up by the darkness.
Such a great game.
It is so fun.
Very, very good.
I feel like I could be playing this for years. There's
really
so much to walk around and see. And then when you kill the monsters, they don't stay dead for long. If you keep playing long enough, the blood moon comes back and them niggas come back to life.
Right.
So you can just kill them all over again.
You can really just play it forever.
Yeah, you could just play over and over again. There are so many shrines. Mm-hmm. I've been going to the shrines where you can fight because the guardians be giving you good stuff.
My Switch is in my bag too. I might go back and jump in there and see what's going on because I beat Ganon and all of that stuff, but there's still so much that I haven't. There's parts of map I think I haven't even been to.
What?
Yeah.
I realized that today when I had to go somewhere to find a memory. I was like, I've never even explored this part of Hyrule. Like,
so good.
I found a fairy. Are the fairies supposed to be drag queens? They are, right?
Yeah.
Because they're so extra and the makeup and everything.
Something like that. It makes me a little uncomfortable, to be honest with you. Okay. But like,
I wondered. I was like, I feel like this is very drag queen-esque.
Yeah.
The design of these ladies.
I'm not certain.
I don't know that I love it.
They were going with that.
I mean, they upgrade your shit.
Yeah,
so.
They're really fun.
Right.
So whatever.
I upgraded my guardian armor. I'm ready for them bitches. I love fighting guardians. I love it.
When you know how to do it.
Yeah, right. That part is crucial.
You see them and that little light comes on and I run.
Oh, well, remember when I first started playing the game and you were like, if you see one of those, you need to just get the hell out of there because they're going to fry your ass.
They're going to kill you fast.
And they did. But now I be ready. And I just take them right down and collect all my little things so I can go buy me some more ancient arrows, shoot their asses right in the eye. Pew, pew, nigga. And you gone too, nigga, and your friend.
I cannot believe you live for this game.
I love it. So, but anyway, that's all my news for this week. Anything else? Do we have an acronym?
NFW. I mean, it's just the motto.
Piping up on these niggas.
No pun intended.
Nice for what to these niggas? I mean, nice for what is like my whole brand.
It's everything I live for.
I've never felt so strongly about a Drake song. It just is. It is me.
He should put that on like one of those like long like scrolls or crests that people hang over, like in Game of Thrones. They hang it over their castles and stuff.
Yes.
You need like a full creed of like the hot takes.
Y'all need to internalize this message. There's no reason to be nice to these niggas.
Just
fuck these niggas. All right. We will see y'all next week.
Bye.